Anthony on satellite radio. Host Anthony Cumia and Greg Obi here. Controversial team. And Anthony apologizing for yet another raunchy comment. Profanity like rap. Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
Our show is stupid.
This is so irresponsible.
This should be illegal. It really should be. It's like, it's so unethical.
God, I hate fucking radio.
This could be the worst audio ever.
Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. This is terrible.
We just suck all around.
I hope you show restraint in fucking my girlfriend.
This stinks. Fucking shut the fuck up. We get it. Get it.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
I hope you, what?
I hope you
Show restraint when
restraint.
fucking my girlfriend. That's wonderful.
That's a good one.
It's Opie, it's Anthony.
Hi.
Almost Jimmy Norton. Where's Jimmy now today? What's going on?
Me.
It's like fucking musical chairs around here.
Me.
Jimmy gonna be late there, Kenny? Do we got an ETA on Mr. Norton?
He should be here momentarily.
Well, all right. Thank you, Kenny.
Yes.
That's an exclusive right there. We got Slash coming in today. Very excited.
Slash.
Very excited.
Is he going to talk about the Axl Rose controversy?
Well, we've learned over the years that Slash really is sick of talking about Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, but I mean,
He's told us a few times, come on, guys. Enough with the Guns N' Roses.
But it's Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, but it's Slash.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but
I guess Axl is in the news, though, so I guess we have to ask him about it. There's a big lawsuit. Yeah. He's saying that he was sabotaged.
A victim of sabotage.
That Chinese democracy was meant to fail.
yeah.
So he would have to get back together with the original members of Guns N' Roses because that obviously would be a huge tour
That's
and a
the
huge moneymaker.
Yep.
So that's what Axl is saying today.
That's the big money maker.
But Slash proving he doesn't really need Guns N' Roses. He's got all these friends and he just continues to rock.
He rocks, he puts out albums, he plays live, wears his big hat.
Did you track through this Slash album?
No, I haven't heard any of
Holy
the
shit,
new
how good is it,
Slash.
Jimmy, as Jimmy walks
Fucking
into the studio?
tremendous. Dude, this hi.
Ooh.
It's unbelievable.
I thought it was going to...
Yeah, you like it?
Unbelievable.
I thought it was going to be kind of, I don't want to say a goof project, but I thought it would be like, all right, whatever, a little throwaway thing. No, Slash has pretty much every lead singer that is happening in rock and roll on this album. Lemmy, Adam Levine, Ian Astbury, remember him from The Cult?
Yes.
Ozzy's on this damn thing singing a song. And you're going to laugh when I say this name, but Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas?
Yeah.
You hear Fergie stuff on this?
I don't remember her song. I heard the whole CD, too.
She does Beautiful, Dangerous, and a bonus track. She does Paradise City.
Oh.
Really?
Fergie rocking out. I'm like, holy shit, that's fucking Fergie right on. She knows how to hang with the boys.
My favorite song on this is by... Do you know who Rocco DeLuca... I didn't know who that was. It's a song called...
Saint is a Sinner Too. Rocco DeLuca.
Saint is a Sinner Too.
Who's Rocco DeLuca?
It's my favorite song on the CD. And fucking Kid Rock's song on this is unbelievable.
Yeah, so you got Kid Rock.
Lemmy.
Chris Cornell.
Slash is a guy who could kind of get people.
Get what he wants.
Gets things done.
Iggy Pop is on this damn thing. And a guy, maybe a lot of people don't know his name, but I think you know the band.
Jimmy Norton?
Andrew Stockdale?
Oh, the guy that ran for vice president. No?
Admiral Andrew Stockdale.
The Admiral.
Andrew Stockdale, I fucking love this guy's voice. He's in a little band called Wolf Mother.
Oh, Wolf Mother.
And he does a song with Slash on this new CD as well. He's like so old school. He's got that big fucking afro where the stage lights go through it and make it look purple. Remember those 70s rockers with the big afros? Fucking yeah, he's got a great song on this as well. So
fuck, I love the CD.
Yeah, you wanna fucking just play something?
Wow,
a piece of something.
Jimmy actually liking something from this millennium.
I heard 2 brand new CDs yesterday.
No, I'm not surprised that Jimmy would like this.
Love this.
Yeah.
Of course, fucking out of my... I heard a preview of Scream yesterday. Ozzy, it's out of my mind for it.
Yeah?
Love it.
That's a surprise.
Wait, Ozzy's got another... I'm confused.
First studio album in 3 years, yeah.
Sharon, could you leave me alone, please? I don't want to put out another fucking album.
Oh, the song was out. Now the album's
The
coming
album's
out.
out, yeah.
Oh, all right. Right.
But I love, I don't know, man. This one is fucking, I hold on Maybe by Kid Rock? I don't know.
I want to play By the Sword. We could play the bonus track with Fergie.
Which one's By the Sword?
Chris Cornell doing
was good,
Promise
too.
with Slash. Holy shit. I'm telling you.
Good. Chris
This thing is
Cornell
going to sell itself,
rocks.
but
Yeah.
you want a little taste of something? What do you want to hear, Ant?
I don't know. I'm a little partial to Chris Cornell. Hear what he sounds like.
Why do you
on
hate
there.
him?
No, Chris Cornell's voice is ridiculous.
Because his voice is great and he's handsome.
Oh.
He's got striking blue eyes.
That's the same reason you hate me.
Exactly.
And he's not a douchebag.
Yeah, exactly.
You hear what happened with STP yesterday?
No.
They only gave Howard like 20 minutes. I mean, they blew us off, which, you know, we're done with these fucking guys. And I got a tweet in the middle of the night from some guy all bummed out. He's like, you know, I hate that you guys are trashing the DeLeo brothers because they're really, really cool dudes. I agree. Those guys are great, but their lead singer is fucking it up for everybody.
Yeah.
Their lead singer is a fucking asshole.
He's a weenie.
And he barely gave Howard 20 minutes yesterday. And then he was supposed to do other stuff, and he just walked out.
Really?
Yeah, someone down the hall knows the whole story. He walked out. So then the DeLeo brothers, once again, are doing the right thing and, you know, working hard as Mr. Weiland just walked out of the building in the middle of something.
Wow.
I hate him.
He's
I really
a
hate him.
fucking douchebag.
I really hate him.
He really is a douche.
And I'm not a fan. It's like, I know the guy's a great singer, but it's like,
So I acknowledge what this guy tweeted me overnight. You're right. The DeLeo brothers don't deserve this shit. You know, but, you know.
he's a prick.
Huh?
He's a fucking prick.
Yeah, here's E-Rock.
In his dopey fucking velvet.
E-Rock, what?
That's funny. He's a prick. Here's E-Rock.
We
Young Captain.
we love the behind-the-scenes shit here at SiriusXM. So what happened? They did 20 minutes on Howard?
Your hands are cold.
Yeah, so they leave Howard, they go to another studio to record.
Were they supposed to do more time on Stern, right? Weren't they supposed to do that earlier?
yeah,
I would
but they
assume
showed
that
late.
I would assume he would want him for a good hour, get into some shit. But I think you know, Mr. Weiland gave him just basic stuff.
And then they were supposed to go to another studio to record a special for Alt Nation. Scott apparently went in, grabbed the sheet, blew through every liner that they wrote out, put it down, and walked out and left with a manager. Left the DeLeo brothers there to do the rest of the special by
What was the
themselves.
rest of the special? Like what else was
Probably
there?
a special on their
I don't
new
know.
album.
I don't know what the content was, but he just blew through one page, left, and then the other guys were still there with the rest of their management for a while, recording other stuff. So in and out.
What a jerk off.
Yeah, and then you got someone like Slash who's just fucking cool and had way more success than Mr. Weiland. No attitude with Slash.
None.
People want to hear Paradise City.
I actually haven't heard that. I did not hear.
How do you get to the bonus track?
Uh-oh.
How do you get to the bonus track?
That's always rough. You got to go to the last track to the end of it and then just let it play through, man. There could be some silence because they try to trick you.
Yeah, but track 14, the last track says 4 minutes and 32 seconds. So I don't see where the bonus track would be because then you click it over and it goes back to track 1.
You gotta.
So maybe Paradise City isn't on this because probably, you know, everybody would want their taste.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it was one of those things they just fucking put out there to help promote this, but it's not actually on the CD.
Well, that would
maybe.
suck.
Maybe.
Why would they do that?
I was listening to it online last night. There's a YouTube video where they give you a sample of every fucking song on this album, and they did Paradise City as well. So
See, that's why I didn't hear it because I have the. It wasn't the real CD. It was a copy of the CD that Steve got, and he gave us all one.
yeah. All right, why don't we do a little
Fuck, it's good, man.
a little taste of Promise from Slash's new album featuring Chris Cornell. Just a little taste, huh?
like it. Yeah.
Chris Cornell.
Good. That's rocking.
Yeah,
as they say, rocking.
Yeah, so we'll talk to Slash about this album today. I forgot to mention that Dave Grohl's on this. Duff McKagan.
Oh, really?
It's an all-star freaking lineup.
How are you able to just call up people like that and get them all together to do something?
When you're a nice guy, you could do that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I mean, Slash is a nice guy, so he hasn't pissed anybody off. So they probably, want to help him out every chance they could get. He's just a nice, solid
cool.
dude. Yeah. Last time he was here, he just hung out and played Guitar Hero with us.
Yeah.
I'm like, Slash is just hanging out.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't need to prove he's a rock star by acting like a dick.
Right.
Is that the one where Danny choked?
Yeah, Danny did choke.
Oh, Danny?
It's not true.
Danny was Banjo Hero.
That's not true at all.
Yeah, Danny has an excuse, but I don't know. I don't know if we should acknowledge
It's completely legitimate.
I don't know if we should acknowledge your excuse on your Guitar Hero.
There was
Fuck up.
there was a big delay between the video and the audio that was running through the board. We got to the bottom of that, unfortunately, after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that game? Guitar Hero seems
You know
to...
what happened? They just put way too many variations out.
Yeah.
Like they didn't give it enough time, and they just wanted to. It seems like they just wanted to make as much money as possible.
It
so.
seems that game just dropped off the map.
Well, it's still big. It's just like
But you don't
it's-
hear about it like you did a year ago, even.
I mean, it did kind of change video. Like it was like not the first, but it was the first major like rhythm based video game. Right. So now everybody's on that train now. So you know, it's kind of hard to differentiate yourself from the pack.
Yeah.
I remember walking in a Best Buy only a year ago, and it's just a wall of Guitar Hero, Rock Band, all that shit. It would take up half the store.
I mean,
That's
they still
how hot
have,
it was.
They still have a ton of stuff, and they're still putting out a lot of downloadable content, just about on a weekly basis. But between the Guitar Hero and Rock Band, and then there's Band Hero, DJ Hero, it's just too much shit.
Too many heroes.
And you know what, too? Like
DJ Hero is ridiculously stupid.
I tried playing
get
it in Best Buy, and I didn't get it either. I wasn't quite sure about it. But I think another thing that people are getting sick of, I mean, I know I'm getting sick of it, because every time a new one comes out, now you have a whole plethora of plastic toys filling up your living room.
Yeah.
And I just got fucking sick of it. I was like, I think at one point in time, I had like 4 or 5 plastic guitars and 2 plastic drum sets. I'm like, and everything breaks. It's made like shit. I keep having to buy new shit. I'm like, fuck this already.
How many people walk in your house and go, Danny, I didn't realize you had a kid.
Yeah, really. I mean, that's how it is. And you know what they
Toys
sell?
laying
I saw it in a Best Buy. There's actually, it's not called a toy chest, but that's really what it is. It's basically just a box so adults could put their plastic guitars and drum sets inside
It's
of
a
it.
packing crate. Shut up. Oh, your toy box? It's a rockin' packing crate.
It's a toy chest for adults.
Yeah.
It's your adult toy chest. I tell you one thing about some games, though. I was playing a couple on my iPad yesterday. I was
When'd you get that?
I was what?
When'd you get
You
that?
got an iPad?
What? Oh yeah. So I was playing.
Drink the Kool-Aid, why don't you?
Yeah.
Let me explain.
Why don't you go drink some more Kool-Aid?
Have some Kool-Aid.
All right, hold on.
What the hell's wrong with you? You can do everything with your iPhone and your fucking Mac at home.
That's what I kept saying, and it's true, but I didn't buy it. It was a birthday present from the wonderful people at Mohegan Sun.
Those motherfuckers. God, you've actually made more in Apple and computer products than you've gambled.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They're really showing the world that a gambling addiction is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Way to show the world that you really shouldn't be a hardcore gambler.
Did they give you the Wi-Fi and the 3G one?
No, I just have the Wi-Fi.
Oh, what garbage!
I know those.
So they gave you a
Yeah.
nice new iPad.
Yeah, and I got to say, now I've been the one just bashing the iPad.
You've been poo-pooing it.
I've been poo-pooing it because I say everything you can do on the iPad, you can do on your iPhone or your iTouch or whatever the hell thing you want to do it on, the computer, whatever. But there are a couple of things that just ergonomically, it seems better. Reading websites is like the shit on this thing.
'Cause it opens
just
whole.
from the reason, no mouse, no click, scrolling up on pages.
Yeah, you're just stretching out the pages and stuff. Yeah, I get it.
You really like
I've seen it in action.
can wing it. It's
still
kind of cool.
It's still big.
It is big. See, that's the thing I don't understand.
Why are they going big? We spent all these years going small, and now they decide we got to go back to big.
That's what I don't understand. You can't really conveniently take it with you unless you have a bag with you. So you can't take it out. And if you're home, you have a computer.
Did you get? Now, I don't have an iPad.
Yes.
Because they were sold out when I went to buy one. Kool-Aid drinking faggot that I am. Fanboy went to get one.
Yes,
You went for an iPad?
Yes, I did.
But see,
buy Apple stock. Jesus Christ, all of us fruits.
but it makes more sense because you do a lot of traveling. I see it as a good traveling tool.
I'll tell you why I did.
But an everyday tool for schmucks, I don't see it.
Jonathan sold me on it. Bob Kelly couldn't have sold me an iPad if they cured cancer and I had it.
He was an ass.
Jonathan showed me what you get. There's a case that comes with it. It's like a hard rubber case
Bob Kelly had that one.
that you could actually stand. So you could stand it up in a triangle and watch it.
Yes.
And he was showing me how you can. But what is it? Stream Netflix movies on it.
I was doing that last night.
It's really good.
I streamed
For that
Netflix
stuff.
on that thing, and I'll tell you something. The resolution on the screen is outstanding.
Yeah.
It looks better than a regular computer monitor.
I do that on my TV.
Yeah, well, I know.
And I mean, I'm not leaving my house for the next 18 years, so
But
I don't really need
pretty
an
much
iPad.
You're trapped in front of your television.
Yeah, exactly.
It is
be
cool
doing
though,
any
man.
traveling.
I have to admit, when Jonathan went through it, I saw why people were like, yeah, you know what? It is actually fairly cool.
There's a weird, I still can't figure out the niche for it, but it seems everybody wants it, and once you fuck around with it a little bit, it's kind of cool, but it is kind of a weird, where am I going to use this?
See, I like reading books.
Well, you could read books on
I got my
it comes with Winnie the Pooh.
I got my Kindle, and I know the Kindle's starting to feel a little old and
A little dated.
a little dated, but I walk to a Starbucks with my stupid Kindle, and I do a little fucking reading.
The same thing with the goddamn stupid iPad. That goddamn book thing, you could just go to the bookstore, buy any book you want,
and then download
It has a Kindle app.
Phew.
It has a Kindle app.
It does have a Kindle app.
My issue with the iPad with Kindle is the Kindle's great because it's the light doesn't hurt your eyes. That fucking computer screen, if you're reading a book on it, it really hurts.
You'll destroy your eyes.
Yeah, so unless they can dim the light. If they can dim the light, I mean, I think the iPad will
Yeah, they don't
roll.
have that on the iPad, right? So it's like looking at a computer screen. So
backlit.
if you read books on the iPad, I think eventually your eyes are going to be hurt.
It's going to hurt.
Be blinded.
I've read hundreds of pages on my Kindle in one day. No
Tremendous.
problem with my eyes. Because they got that technology. I don't know what it's fucking called, but...
Yeah, it's got...
What is it?
It's called E-Ink.
E-Ink. Everything's E or I. It's amazing. I was playing a game called Gears, which is just kind of a logic game where you have to slide various gears around or steam pipes together to make a machine work. And it's just it looked really good on the game. It's a little bit bigger, so... A lot bit bigger than the phone. So you kind of got more room to fuck around. And I'm the one that was just yes, poo-pooing.
Well,
I was poo-pooing.
You sure were.
Well, Spectro writes, iPad isn't competing with the iPhone. It's competing against the laptop, so it did get smaller.
Yeah.
You could pretty much do anything on the iPad that you could do on a...
No,
I mean, basic stuff.
Not really. It's kind of in between. It's an odd thing, but I do like the that Netflix feature. I pop a Netflix app on. Also, the E-Trade app. I do all my E-Trade stuff usually on my phone because I'm out and about. But the E-Trade app on this thing is so much more intuitive. There's so much more shit on the screen and information. It's amazing. I'm not completely wow, blown away like I was when I first got the iPhone. It was just holy shit, this is the future and everything. But they got something going on there. Not that I have to tell anybody. They're selling millions of these.
It's going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be, it's where everything's going. In 5 or 6 years, like Jonathan told me, and this is probably what I would do. If you're going away for one night, you can bring your iPad with you. But if you're going away for 2 or 3 nights, you got to have your laptop. But one night, you could, because it's hard. The iPad is like the iPhone. You can't type on it with both hands because it's just you have to buy an extra keypad.
I'm a hunt and peck guy.
Oh, are you?
Still, so I have no problem just going. I could type pretty quick, like I do on my iPhone.
Oh, I do it. I have both hands down, and I can type like a 50-year-old woman. My name should be Edna Norton.
No.
So you got to buy a little Bluetooth computer. They have Bluetooth
keyboard.
keyboards for it, but they're not big.
Yeah. You get the ones that roll up or something? Because I know they got those. You don't like those either?
I haven't seen those.
Yeah, they're like rubber.
Yeah, but that's too
and
much
they just
shit.
roll up.
But no, it's much smaller,
They gotta add
though.
all the accessories to it. Fuck
Well,
it.
that's just it. Like, I don't know how to carry it around. What are you doing? Like, how do you...
Use it as a back brace when you're not using it.
You just shove it in the back of your pants?
Yeah, you'll stand up straight. Your posture will be wonderful.
Posture gets better, and then if you need, you just pull it out and
Yeah,
use
then
it.
you wipe off all the back sweat off the screen, and you're good to go.
Well, according to Bob, the way you carry it is, dude, boom, book bag, pow, get alarm, boom, and it works.
When he was demonstrating it, I wanted to hit him with
He's
it.
fucking
I wanted to take him and smack him in the face with it. He's like, it's just the best thing. Look, watch. And he pulls it out. Now I'm on a web page. Bam, I'm over there. You fucking YouTube. I'm watching videos. Boom, I'm doing that.
Bobby was showing things that you can do on like regular cell phones.
Not even an iPhone.
Yeah.
On his
It's like,
giant
dude,
cell
look, I
phone.
could check Twitter. I could go to the web. It's like, well, yeah, all right. I was doing that
Dude,
in
I can make a
2005.
phone call. I can't.
He uses it as a giant fucking iPhone.
An alarm clock he's using it for.
Yeah,
And it
exactly.
didn't work.
And that's supposed to like impress me. It's
Yeah, they got to upgrade it, and I'm sure they will. They have built-in obsolescence on everything that they make.
Yep.
It will at some point get a camera, a little camera, so you could do some kind of back and forth video conferencing shit. It needs just a few more things.
It needs something to be able to, like,
An interface, some kind of USB port or a SD card.
Yeah, there's no discs. No discs. You cannot put CDs in it. Or DVDs. You cannot. It's all got to be through your computer.
Through
so it's
your
like,
computer, yeah. You got to go through like iTunes for everything.
Yeah.
So that's a little much. But I'll tell you one thing: that they got that touchscreen technology down.
Yeah.
Holy shit, smooth as silk. You just.
or maybe they're not going to integrate us. Maybe they're not going to put. The same way and they annoy me, they do this. The same way they're waiting for HTML5 and they're squeezing out fucking Flash
yeah.
by refusing to let Flash in. Maybe that's what they're going to do with these CD drives and DVD. Maybe they're going to make you just go online or go through iTunes
Maybe,
for
yeah,
it.
go through iTunes.
Yeah.
I love that Netflix feature, though.
I have never
Good
gotten
one.
Netflix.
Oh, it's good.
you should
Netflix? Yeah,
That
Netflix.
I've never
app.
done it.
You get the app, you sign up. It's fucking
easy.
great.
Yeah, Jimmy. Not only for your iPad, but I mean, you have the PS3 at home,
Yes.
so you could just stream movies right to your TV. I mean, it's fantastic.
New Blu-ray player
They got
also.
good choices too.
for
Finally,
the bedroom. I got a new Blu-ray player that gets fucking Netflix.
Yeah, it's got the Ethernet
and
port in the back,
Ethernet
and you
port
just
in the
plug
back.
it right in.
Plug it in, and through your Blu-ray player, you can get Netflix and shit like that.
It's a great service, and
great.
now they're rocking on every platform pretty much because it's almost like standard equipment now. Like you said on the new Blu-rays. Plus, for Xbox it streams, for PS3 it streams, and they also stream on the Wii now.
They just
it's
need
everywhere.
to maybe get some movies I want to see. Like they
Like
don't have
Lolita.
something like instantly, yeah, like Lolita. They don't have something instantly like if you want to see, the 40-year-old virgin or something like that. I don't know. But you could get Heaven Can Wait from 1979 or 78. They really need to update their instant movies.
they're
I
getting
think that
there.
they're adding stuff.
Yeah, they're
you know,
getting
all the
there
time.
slowly, but
They don't add anything I want right when I need it. I'm like, all right, let me see if they got it on instant. No, they don't.
well, there you go.
help us out.
Ant's got an iPad. People want to know: are you gambling though? The real question is: did Anthony gamble?
What? No.
No gambling lately.
No, not lately. I actually blew off a trip. Yeah. I'll go. I think
down
I'm going to go to the Borgata July 2nd and 3rd.
Nothing else going on down there.
No.
Wait a minute.
What?
I'll be doing shows at the Borgata.
Of course you will. Jim Norton.
I love it's amazing to me how much time I spend. Like, I do that casino, and I've done Vegas, and I never sat down. Who was I talking to about gambling? I've never sat down at a table and gambled.
No?
Never. I played the machines. I've never sat down at a table and just played a little bit of poker. I would like to.
you
Or
should.
blackjack.
You
or,
should sit down with us when we play blackjack, and I think it'd be fun.
What, get raped by these guys? Who's it up to be, Anthony? Jewish?
Jewish? Hey, I'll take.
Cocksucker's gonna have a card in the deck.
All right, there you go.
Barnes laughs.
We got Laszlo coming in tomorrow. We'll talk more tech with him.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Red Dead Redemption came out yesterday. It's
Yep.
getting ridiculous reviews.
What is that?
Yeah.
It's the Rockstar's latest game. It's like an Old West style game. People are saying it's like GTA in the Old West, but I think it's a little more than that from what I'm
Yeah.
reading. But it's fantastic. It's blowing away every game site that's reviewing it.
Yeah.
Really?
Has anyone played it yet?
I'm waiting for my copy, which shall arrive tomorrow.
Right.
But it's all over Facebook and Twitter and the game blogs. Like everybody's just going off.
More
on
than
this
the
game.
GTA?
It looks,
just as much. I mean, it's getting a lot of heat.
It looks amazing.
It does.
Like they fucking, I don't know. They got some team over there that goes that does the graphics and stuff, and the storyline's very in depth. And
that's another thing that's coming in too. That the story is great. The characters are really in depth, and you really get into it. Really.
I'm a gunsmith.
Yeah, Travis is very upset that you took his job.
Yeah,
well, I sold the guns in GTA 4.
You stay in ammunition. I'm fucking Old West gunsmith.
I was supposed to be in that game.
What happened?
I finally called Laszlo back, and it was a little too late. And he said he had a really good role for me.
Ah, shit.
I'm such an idiot.
How come he never called me? I'm very good with the West.
He called me a lot. He said he had a perfect fucking character for me. Now I need to know what character I was supposed to be. I just got mad at him that he just gave me yelling guy fucking characters every video game. But he said, no, this was different. This was something that was perfect for you.
It worked.
Huh? Yelling
worked,
guy?
though.
I don't
Yeah.
want to just be yelling guy in video games.
Yeah, it's video
I
game.
have
You're
range.
You're typecast in
I have
video
range.
games.
You want to hear the Great Western? My friend was going to do this fucking part in this game, but he was out of town. But for the Western, it was like, give me those guns, partner.
Hey, let's go to Tommy in Chicago. Tommy!
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, dude, Red Dead Redemption, I picked it up, actually. I went to the data midnight release. I went and picked it up. I stayed up for like 6 hours playing the thing. I was practically half asleep, but that game is absolutely unreal.
Wow.
Is it better than GTA?
But you got to explain why it's unreal. I mean, Danny said that.
It's like, it's almost, it's kind of like GTA, but the thing is, they didn't pull like all the stuff from GTA. They just pulled the stuff that's actually good, like the map, and it's just kind of like a little different because nobody has really ever done like a Western game like that before. And you can, I mean, there's like hookers that are getting stabbed in the stomach. You know, it's just like the random stuff they have in there is just, there's enough stuff in there just for a random game without even following the actual storyline.
Yeah.
That you can play for just days and days and days.
We're watching, Danny, how accurate? We're watching a bit of a trailer. How close is that to the way it really looks?
That's in game.
That's how it looks.
It's a fucking video.
That's in game.
That's in game?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's sick. The muscles on the horses move.
Wow, that's in game.
That looks like a video.
Because that's how they used to trick you when you see something like that, but
Yep.
it wasn't in game.
Yeah, you'd see the cut. They would show cut scenes,
And you go, wow, this game
and you
looks
thought it was
great.
in-game footage. And now, the in-game stuff looks just as good as the cut scenes do. There's no difference.
No kidding. Yeah, Laszlo will talk all about this game tomorrow. Give us the ins and outs. So
Fuck, man.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Birds.
Yeah, the details, the particles, like they got dust that comes up when the horses are running and explosions and just
the way
really
the horse,
cool.
just the way everything moves. They said what they did was each thing was it's not like canned animation. It's all like individual. So like when someone if you shoot a guy off of a horse and he gets like stuck in the stirrup, like the way his body moves is like physically exactly how it would be if he were to fall, but it's not the exact same for every guy.
Yeah, they got those random ragdoll physics. I love that.
Right.
You know what's amazing I'm watching right now is the camera angles on this. It's
Yeah.
like a film. Like they're showing you, it's from the ground. Like you're seeing really weird camera angles on this, zooming in. It's like a fucking movie that you can just shoot people in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fantastic. Can't wait to
It's
play
really
this.
good. Like I have to go to work today. I'm a fireman, so I got to work a 24-hour shift. I'm pissed that I have to wait another 24 hours. Like,
How great is that?
That's
Cool.
when you know you're playing a good game.
That's when you know you're hooked. All right, Tommy. Thanks for the call.
See
I
you,
appreciate
Tommy.
it.
Wow.
Let's go to Mike on Long Island. Mike.
hey, Ann, what's up?
Hey, man.
Did you know about the HBO Go for your Verizon Fios that you can stream HD movies just because you're a Verizon customer?
Ooh. on my iPad.
If you go to the HBO Go website right now,
Yeah.
use your Verizon Fios login initially.
Yeah.
It'll give you a login for the site, and it gives you access to all HBO content.
Ooh. Well, I'll have to look at
Was
that.
on, the Pacific's on there like 10 minutes after it was over. So your iPad is a lot better without the Netflix.
All right, so
Fantastical.
you do a little HBO Go. Thank you.
HBO Go. Pat from Unaki commenting on what did he say? Oh, how long before Ant strings someone up in that game? String them up, hang them high.
Let's go to Bobby in the Bronx. Bobby.
Bobby.
What's up? What's up, boys?
Hey, man.
Hey, yeah, if you look on YouTube, there's a something with Red Dead called the Blasphemy Achievement. Apparently, you can find a nun within the game. You hog tie her, you throw over the back of your horse, and you take her to the train tracks. And then you just throw on the train tracks and wait for the train to come, and she, of course, explodes. But then it comes up right on the screen, Blasphemy Achievement. It's pretty cool. I think it's on YouTube. You can find it.
A blasphemy
I love how
achievement.
Rockstar just doesn't give a crap,
They
man.
don't care.
They're like, yeah, bitch and complain all you want. We're going to make the game we want.
Good, sue us. We're making plenty of money.
Yep.
It's the cost of doing business for them.
Rob, Garden City. Rob.
Hey there, Rab.
Hey, morning, guys. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but with the whole progression of technology, Ron Fez touched upon this the other day. But shit, sorry.
So where are you calling from?
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
My head right now.
Calling from Treblinka. They're bringing in train loads.
He continues to talk.
The FCC just announced that they're giving the rights for movie companies and stuff to have movies sent digitally right through your cable lines, right to your homes, right before DVDs are released. So if that happens, whenever there's a movie that comes out that you like, within a few weeks, you can just get it sent right to your house.
Yeah, I don't know why that technology took so damn long. Did they fix the phones well?
It's one step closer to cutting out movie theaters, which is going to happen eventually.
Of course.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing of the past.
If you could download music, you should be able to just download any movie you want. I don't know what they're waiting for. I don't understand what that's all about.
With people's televisions and entertainment centers and stuff getting better and better. I mean, did you ever, as a kid, you never thought drive-in movies would go away? Now they're just gone.
They're a novelty item.
Yeah.
You'll see one in the town, which just to say we still got to drive in.
That's what's going to happen with movie theaters.
Yeah.
You know what? What the hell? Let's see the latest whatever flick with a bunch of animals.
I want to go to a drive-in though. I haven't been to a drive-in in so many years. I would like to take a chick. I went on a date to a drive-in.
I don't even know if there are any.
Yeah, there are.
Are there?
Kenny might remember where it was. It was a gig I did, and it was closed for the season. But it's in upstate New York. I'm sure he'll know exactly where it was. But it was
look, they're playing closed for the season. I get it.
That's not a movie. They usually put that sign up when it's done.
All right, so the train. We're looking at the nun on
It's got better smoke graphics than Lost.
Oh God, she came apart. Yeah, it does.
Wow,
she came apart. Wow.
Just to correct that caller, it's the Dastardly Achievement.
Could we see that again?
Oh, Dastardly. So you like Dick Dastardly.
There's none on the tracks.
And he's just watching her.
Old school train coming in the distance. He's just watching. His horse is watching.
Yeah, his horse is watching.
Why
Look
don't
at
you
the
put the horse
ears
on
on
the
the
tracks?
horse move back and forth. The horse is very natural move. Oh, and then she just comes.
Did the horse get it too?
I think he left his horse on the tracks.
I think the horse got it.
Oh, there it
the
goes.
horse. All right, well.
Oh, damn.
Looked like the horse got it for a second.
When the horse is standing there, though, its ears are moving like randomly, and it ducks its head down and does little horsey things.
People used to
Amazing.
get tied to train tracks. I forgot it. I forgot that was a method.
That's horrible, isn't it?
What an awful way to get fucked up.
Oh, God, you just feel the rumbling and hear it coming. I'm pretty fucked here.
Yeah. Wow. And there's nowhere for the train to go.
No, it can't swerve around you at the last minute.
Holy shit, would that suck?
Now everyone's calling about their drive-ins, so they're out there. Let's just
certainly.
because now we got calls from all over the country about drive-ins. So find one, Jimmy, and enjoy a drive-in movie with the horrible fucking speaker.
But you tune it into your radio now.
Oh
right?
yeah, that's true.
You can do that?
Yeah, they have a low frequency FM thing.
Instead of, I want the old school where you take that giant metal box with the fucking volume pot on there that never worked right, and then you put it on your window, drive away, and smash your window out because you forgot you had it.
Do you think
that
happened to anybody?
Oh, so many people.
Oh my God, yeah.
I think it happened to us once. The old man was tanked.
Half those things are fucking broken. They don't even work.
Yeah, it's like, how come there's a good spot up there? Let's pull up there, and there's just a cord with wires sticking out of it.
And they'd always have guys, because we used to sneak into the movie in North Brunswick, and they would always have guys walking on flashlights to catch you. It was fucking fun, man.
And yeah, you'd put your friends in the trunk of your car like a fucking Tarantino movie. You pull in to the theater, and then you got to look around and pop the trunk and let them out.
How old are you? That's like a 1950s thing.
Oh, it was great. It was like American Graffiti. We'd go cruising, and we'd go to
fuck?
Mel's Diner.
You just squeeze into phone booths, too?
Yes.
See how many could get in there?
See how many people you could get in the phone booth? It was great. Eating goldfish.
Unbelievable. Hey, a big sports night as we change gears. Don't forget, Laszlo will be in tomorrow to talk more tech shit and talk about this fine new game from Rockstar.
Thank you, Jabba Chamberlain, for blowing the
Did he blow it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Sox
won.
beat your Yankees.
Yes,
Came
they
back
did.
from a 5-run deficit to beat the Yanks 7-6.
Oh, there's nothing worse than when a bullpen fucking shits the bed. That's the worst part. Rivera you can forgive because he's Rivera and he's human.
gotta
But when
happen,
a bullpen shits the bed, it is. I don't know why it's more enraging than anything.
Yeah.
Because you had it.
The guys had it. They did the job with the bats.
That
and
happens.
then,
When you play 198 games a year, it'll happen a few times. Jesus.
yeah.
Stupid Mets lost to the Braves.
Mm-hmm.
But let's all look at Travis. His habitants aren't doing too well in the playoffs with the Flyers there.
What's happening?
They
Are
haven't
they
even-
trying to?
Well, we've yet to score a goal in the first 2 games.
Yeah, they haven't even
Oh.
scored a goal.
Yeah, we got to.
Flyers shut him out again.
What are they waiting for? Why are they not? Is it a strategy?
Yeah, we're gonna score all of them in the 3rd game.
Yes. Are you
Yeah.
trying for another one of these miracle fucking comeback from
I
the
hope not,
brink of
'cause
disaster?
I can't
and
take another one of
a
those.
little nerve wracking.
The Flyers just look great.
You know what?
They're just on a
The
roll.
Canadians
Yeah.
weren't supposed to go this far anyway,
No, we
Travis.
weren't even supposed to be in the playoffs.
You're having,
know,
you're having a
so-
fine run.
We're just proud to be here. And
Yeah.
no, you want to win.
Then
Shut
again,
up.
the Flyers weren't supposed to get this far.
The Flyers won it in a
either.
shootout at the end of the season.
That's right. Let's not forget that. So the Flyers got the two-game lead there over the Habitants, the Canadians, and the Blackhawks have a 2-game lead over the Sharks, huh?
Ooh.
And then basketball. Anyone?
The Celtics,
That's right.
they seem to be doing very well.
Well, maybe a little Celtics fucking Lakers showdown. Old school. Why not? Let's go old school.
Just love watching the Celtics with the little shamrock on the back of their uniform and such Irish colors from such an Irish town. And oh my God, those are the biggest, blackest people I've ever seen in my life.
It is a very strange combination.
It really
Yeah.
is leading out a little shamrock.
I challenge you to come up with a stranger combination in sports than very black guys wearing a fucking Celtics uniform.
It would be like a team named the Zulus that are just all white businessmen. it's that ironic.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's like they're all wearing green because they're green with envy.
Hey, why don't we take a break? Let's not forget Slash is coming in today.
Fucking
He'll be here at 9:30. You want to play just a little taste of another track?
Kid
off
Rock.
his album?
I
You
loved
like the Kid Rock track.
Loved it.
Not a lot of Kid Rock fans out there.
You know what? I
some
loved this
reason.
track. I really did.
Where
do?
did Kid Rock lose like his credibility? Like Kid Rock had some major league rockin' credibility, and then
I think that whole rap rock thing just disappeared.
Yeah.
It just ended. Everybody got sick of it.
But he changed.
He's been touring with
Yeah.
Skinner, so I think he's
he
kind of
went
been lumped in with
crossover,
them.
kind of southern rock
He
thing.
changed, and then he
Yeah.
had that huge hit with Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
Oh,
little
maybe
love
that
song
did
that he
it.
did with Sheryl Crow might have done.
That's what
I
people
like
were
it-
saying. Yeah,
I like him better like this, actually. I like him
Yeah.
better as a guy who sings Southern rock. I don't like the rap stuff.
You
You
like
know
the ba with a ba,
what's
I
that?
fucking love that
ba
song.
with a ba.
I
Which
love
one's
that
that?
whole fucking
That
album.
was a good one.
What's that?
Kid
Trav?
Rock's breakout song.
That
and
was a
breakout
song that was
CD
like really, his
with the little
biggie.
midget.
Oh, remember he had his midget.
Forgot his name. Something
He
Joe.
died.
Joe C, right?
Joe C.
Joe C, little
you,
Joe
Danny.
C.
You don't know Ba with a Ba?
And Rap Rock is not dead. If you,
I
if you
probably
guys
just
haven't
don't like
heard
the new Limp
the new ICP song is
Oh,
off the hook.
no, ICP is trying to come back.
You don't
You
know
know-
this one, Jimmy? Come on.
As soon as it kicks in.
Yeah.
This
Bang
song,
it a bang. That one?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I just didn't know the name of it.
this song makes you drive really fast.
No, it doesn't. I
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
it does.
It's good. I like the way he does it. The words are pretty cool, you know?
And he introduces himself. He goes, "My name is Kid."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right? Good shit. This just makes you want to kill people.
Oh, yeah.
It makes you want to kill people.
Yeah, you don't want to drop a boogie. It's very cute.
You don't like it?
No.
You don't like the boogie?
It's not. It's actually good, but it's not my style.
No?
No.
Oops.
It's good shit. Come on.
It's dated.
A little retro.
It's dated. Chicks with beepers. Oops. You can fade this out, Travis.
I like the new one better. I like his new thing with Slash.
We're asking where it went wrong for Kid Rock. Someone goes, his faggy All Summer Long song is a piece of dog shit.
But he had lost it before that.
All Summer Long, that came out last year or 2 summers
When
ago
they
now?
did the Sweet Home Alabama on there.
It's okay.
You got a little piece of All Summer Long there,
Yeah.
Travis? We're trying to figure out when he lost his cred.
Plus, he hasn't been associated with a
This is
famous chick. This is okay.
Little Warren Zevon riff here.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
You like this one better than
Yeah.
Ba With a Ba?
He was outside of the Cafe Wally the other night. He's in the city.
He's a great guy.
Yeah,
He's done the
nice
show a bunch of times. Another guy that forgot about us when he got really famous.
What's wrong? This is fine.
I don't mind this one.
Yeah.
And this was a pretty big hit for him.
Huge.
This is his crossover stuff, because this was being played on, like, country stations and shit.
Yeah. A little Skinner.
Alabama.
All right, enough of this one too, Travis.
Yeah, enough of this one. Thanks.
All right, it brings us to today. He's doing a track off Slash's new album. Slash coming in at 9:30.
The question is, who isn't doing a track on Slash's new album? He's fucking got everybody.
Jimmy Norden?
Besides me, he asked me I was busy.
I was busy. Here's Slash
Back in
with
the
Kid
New York
Rock
group.
doing "I Hold On" as we go to break. Just a little taste. We're not playing the whole thing today.
I feel your comfort in my dreams. Unprotected silent screams. A light beyond your shadow beams. Still I don't know what it means. When seasons change, memories remain.
Opie and Anthony Show. The Virus on Sirius XM.
Yeah, this is off Slash's new album. "By the Sword" is the name of the song. The name of the CD is just called Slash. And this is the dude from Wolf Mother. Well, I don't think we're going to hear him. I think we're just talking over the music right now to get back into the show.
Man.
It's such a good CD.
And I don't mind promoting the hell out of it because Slash is a great guy.
Yeah.
He's just a great guy, a stand-up guy, has never blown us off, which leads me to today's blow-off. It's a new feature on the Opie and Anthony Show. Guest bookings that don't happen. Yesterday it was STP.
STP.
And today it's Russell Brand. I'm sad to say that Russell Brand will not be doing the Opie and Anthony Show today, which is very strange because when no one knew who Russell Brand was when he was coming up We had him on. We had some. We had him on 2 or 3 times, I believe. I think twice in studio, and I think we also did a phoner with Russell Brand. And now he's fucking huge.
Is he in the building or no?
He's doing Howard. So yeah. But I talk to these idiots down the hall, and they just they don't see that there's an actual problem with the bookings for the Opie and Anthony show. Really, here's a guy that has done our show a bunch of times, and I think SiriusXM's got to start playing hardball with some of these guys. Because they have a lot to offer in this building, right? So you go, hey, man, you have to do Opie and Anthony as well. You're friends with those guys. Radio friends, you know.
Yeah.
Radio friends. So we're not going to have Russell Brand on, which is pretty sad. Because when no one knew him in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, we had him on. And he gave us great radio. And we had him on all the way up until he was hosting the MTV, what was it, the Movie Awards or the Music Awards?
Once he did that, that put him over the top, kind of, and now he's got a new movie coming out. And, we don't get him.
Roland told me the movie is fantastic. It's really, really good. Really, really good. You know, Roland, who really wants to work for this show badly. They have an opening here at SiriusXM, and they've completely blown me off as far as what's going on with Roland and hiring him.
They're not going to hire him.
And hiring him.
I know they're not going to.
They're just avoiding us because they know they're not going to hire him for whatever reason. We love the fucking guy, and we believe he could get some guests on this show that maybe other people can't. But what do we know? So last time Russell Brand was in, I did my stupid bit like, well, we won't see you again. Mm-hmm. And everyone laughs like, oh, come on, that's stupid. It happens all the fucking time. And this is what I said to Russell Brand last time he was in. It's quick.
Oh, well, thank you very much for having me on your radio show. I appreciate it.
No problem.
We love Russell Brand. He's
very good.
But he's on a rocket ship. Another one of these guys we'll never see again.
I'll be in. I like it, yeah.
The 2 or 3 times you've been on our show have been terrific. And,
thank you.
I mean, now you're going to be a huge movie star. You're going to be in every other movie. All right, we're going to take Russell.
Thanks, chaps. Thanks for having us,
everybody.
Cheers. I appreciate that.
There you go. I'm a seer. I told him.
He didn't deny it.
No, I know he didn't deny it.
He didn't deny it, that's for sure.
I know. So we have to add him to the list of guys that used to do our show. Then they get too big and they don't do our show anymore.
Yep.
I don't know why that has to be. I don't get it.
Because we're at the bottom of the entertainment food chain as far as doing shows to promote your movies. That's pretty much it.
But if these guys are coming in having a good time, why wouldn't they come back to help promote their projects on a platform where they know they had a good time?
I think having a good time takes a backseat to business and, let's, they listen to their publicists and everything. No, we won't do that. We'll do this. That. You know, obviously everybody that does satellite radio, they're going to go, well, you got to go on Howard. And then we'll take you over to fucking, Channel 5, and then we'll take you over to here.
Before the merger was, you have to do Opie and Anthony.
Merger.
We were the big dogs for XM. Now we're just one of the shows here. That's just wonderful.
Yeah,
that doesn't hurt too much from where we came from.
The way it works is, and I've gotten in to do press in other places, it is not Russell blowing the show off. I would say it's virtually 85% of the time it's not the artist. Because the way it works is you go there and your publicist tells you, all right, you got KXRQ, blah, 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 here's what you got, 740, 720, blah, blah, he'll see, you got Stern, GMA, and this. And he'll just go and do the shows. Like, it's not a conscious thing by the artist. It's the people behind the scenes making the schedule. Because I do press on the road. That's the way, it's like, it's usually not a personal thing by the artist.
Well, we did try to get a hold of Russell on his Twitter there. And, he didn't write anyone back, so.
Oh, really?
He knows we're looking for him. And, I think he knows our names from the few times he did do our show, so. He's not on the fucko list. It's just what happens with these guys.
The fucko list. I forgot we had a fucko
list. Even George Wendt doesn't go on the fucko list.
George, did you hear that fucking painful interview?
Yeah.
And people were like mad saying that I was allowing my personal. I really wasn't. I wasn't trying to pin this guy as an alkie, but he walked in.
No,
I thought he was fucking a little sluggish. What am I going to talk to him about? So, tell us all about Amp Still Light.
Dude.
He looked like he wanted to shoot himself.
He looked like he was in the middle, in between being really fucking drunk and hungover. That middle fucking period.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he was a wreck.
I thought he looked sad.
He looked extremely sad, extremely tired, and possibly very hungover or drunk. I don't know.
I was sitting right next to him, and I did take a look at his eyes. And they were, I've seen that in the mirror plenty of times. They were very red and glassy.
Yeah.
And he was giving off the vibe like he probably had just woken up.
And his book was all about beer. So what were we supposed to do?
Yeah,
This
it's like,
whole Cheers tie-in, yeah.
what I wanted to avoid in, because I thought, like, this is George Wendt, I want to treat the guy well, I don't want to be a douche, is attempting to do a Zucro interview, like an upbeat, so, George, the beer, because you knew it was going to be a very slow, kind of trudging, if that's a word, interview.
Plotting.
Plotting is the word, yes, thank you, Anthony. You knew it was going to be a plotting, and I didn't want to see him throwing out like little beer quips that were going to bomb. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Bud Light, but, I'm not light. Whatever it was he would have said. I said, sometimes you want to just talk to somebody.
Chip Wendt?
Might as well be.
Yeah, cheers. That's what they say to me instead of booze.
Might as well be. The book was...
Yeah, I didn't read it.
I guess there's an audience out there for a 200-page book on beer quibs. Is it a quib or quip?
It's a quip.
Quip. Beer quips.
But wasn't it interesting to hear, like, to me, what you wanted to learn is, like, the guy was talking about being on Cheers and maybe having, like, not as much money. And he was like, yeah, run. Like, he kind of...
Well, that's what you kind of want to hear
Yes.
from him. Like obviously, everyone knows him from Cheers. Talk about maybe some behind-the-scenes stuff. The cast changes, when Woody Harrelson came on. Like, there's just different things you could talk about, I guess.
I wish I should have actually thought of that.
Nah.
What do you have? No?
Sorry, no. You weren't here, no. The guy was not easy. Because we did try to go down some of those fucking roads, and he just had nothing for us. Yeah, absolutely nothing.
No, I wasn't saying that's what you should have done. I'm saying, like, that's what I think would have, like...
We try to go in a lot...
It probably wouldn't have worked either.
A caller had called in with some Cheers.
Yeah, no, we went down all those roads, trust me, to get him going.
He wasn't interested.
This guy had nothing for the show.
He was really, but I don't think he was being a jerk-off. I didn't want to be nasty to him. I just wanted to talk, because, like, look, I'm honest. I'll talk to you about what's going on, and I don't know, I guess I expect the same out of other people.
We mentioned Kirstie Alley and Ted Danson, thank you, sir, and Woody Harrelson. He had nothing on any of those people. He had nothing.
I even asked him about television today, like sitcoms today. Are they soft? I have nothing. Whatever.
It was kind of like a Pat Monarchy without material.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We all know Pat has his material, but he had kind of that,
Start calling him George from Moonaki.
Let's say hi to Rocco in Jersey. Rocco.
Dude. Hey, what's up? Yo, I caught STP on Howard Stern, and they were fucking awful. I don't think they were as bad as George Wendt, but they were fucking all strung out, and they couldn't answer questions, and Howard was just fucking... He had to try so hard to make the interview any good at all.
He was probably
you guys were better with Tattoo Talk.
Yeah, we did better with Tattoo Talk yesterday. Well, I mean, I guess what were we going to do with SDP in the end? But
Scott Weiland just seems he's everything I fucking hate in a performer. I mean, it makes me. I mean, again, the guy's very talented. And I'm not saying rock stars can't be loons sometimes. Like, Tommy Lee's a lunatic. But he's not a dick.
If you're interesting, crazy, that's fine. It actually works for you.
Right.
But if you're a fucking prick douchebag...
Well, he doesn't want to be in the radio station. He doesn't want to be here.
You'll be good
That's
with
the
Slash,
problem.
guys. Good luck.
Slash will be really good today, absolutely. People saying that George Wendt sounded okay over the radio. But to see him, I get, obviously they couldn't see what we were seeing.
Right, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't take it as him, honestly.
The guy's saying how he works out. I'm like, what? When? Where? When?
Doing the bottle curls. Get it? Beer?
I actually said, when are you going to start that program? He said, well, I've done it. I'm like, what?
I think he was talking about putting the weight. Like, he didn't strike me, and again, this is how dumb I am. He didn't strike me as drunk. He struck me as just tired and sad. He really struck me as a guy at that moment, at least, who was very, very sad.
Well, you come down from, a lot of drinking, right?
Yeah.
The next day after a lot of drinking, you get a little of that sadness.
And how about come down from, one of the most popular shows ever on television to just not even like his buddy there doing voices of cartoon characters on Pixar movies,
Toy Story, right?
Yeah, you just kind of...
So I asked him about the money. Is it good? And he goes, it's like, he's got 5 kids, so... It's more expensive than he thought, college. It's like, what are you going to talk about? I don't know what people would have expected that, but it wasn't like, hey, let's talk about alcohol because that's my thing. It was the vibe of the thing. He was fucking guy came in like he with a funeral dirge.
There's only so much you could do.
Yeah. So really, you Bud or Bud Light?
He couldn't even name it.
Nobody knows my name.
Cheers.
Cheers.
He couldn't even name his favorite beer.
Dude.
And then I'm like, all right, how about 5 of your favorite beers? He didn't even want to commit to his favorite beer.
Yeah.
His whole book is about beer.
Isn't he used to walking in the room and probably all the radio guys going, Norm! And he sits down, right? Did you do that?
No.
Did you go,
why would he?
Norm?
No.
That might have gotten his spirits up, right?
No.
Just like the show.
Oh, wow, this guy, Frank. Jesus, Frank, what's up?
Oh, Frank was better.
Come on, Frank.
Oh, Frank was better.
Frank, what do you got, buddy?
Frank.
Jimmy, you're an honest guy. You talk about what you do, your demons, you know, you prostitutes, all that stuff, right? And then you get pissed when other people don't want to talk about it.
I wasn't.
Not everyone. All right, go ahead.
But Frank, I wasn't mad.
Yeah, Frank,
I wasn't mad at him.
I got to back Jimmy up, too. Jimmy wasn't mad.
I didn't abuse him.
I didn't say you did, Jimmy. But yesterday and this morning, you're saying, well, the guy wasn't honest. I'm being honest with him. Why can't he be honest? Not everyone's comfortable being that honest.
You're right. Frank is right. But I'm saying, I wasn't saying I'm being honest. He should be. If his mood was different, Frank, like if he had come in kind of like, hey, guy, like feeling a bit more upbeat, it would have been easier and more natural to flow into a silly chat about beer and the book.
If he came in like a John Candy type guy, you know what I mean? Just all happy-go-lucky, but then we would have had fun with him.
It was hard to...
No, I agree that he came in kind of like a sad sack. Like, he definitely sounded like a depressed dude, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But, like, you were kind of like, I'll use the word prodding, like, oh, well, how about the drinking and the weight? And you're asking him like these questions. You could tell just from his answers, like, dude, I'm not comfortable going into this with you.
Honestly, he mentioned the weight first, Frank. He mentioned the weight, like, he said something about obesity, and then I went with it because he meant, I'm like, well, is that a thing for you? Have you tried to? Because he mentioned it, so I just kind of grabbed what he mentioned, but I never would have just mentioned his weight if he didn't mention it first.
Look, just to take you inside the, inside the show a little bit, there are times like a guest will leave and we realize, fuck, we should have taken a different angle or tried this or tried that. Absolutely. In this case, we did everything we could.
He was the Kobayashi Maru of interviews.
Absolutely. We weren't going to get anything done with him yesterday.
I agree. You guys definitely, like, tried to work an angle with him, and he wasn't giving you much to work. Like, dude, bottom line, he was a crappy guest because he just wasn't feeling it. But, like, Jimmy, you just kept saying, like, well, I'm an honest guy about this and that. And it seemed like you were, and maybe you were, maybe you weren't. It just seemed like you were that the dude wasn't honest about his demons.
Honestly,
not everyone feels that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but I'll tell you honestly, I was not mad at him. I didn't want to quote unquote beat him up or attack him. It's like sometimes when you're talking to somebody, I find, and I guess this is maybe program training, that if I talk about myself, and it's not out of arrogance, but it's like it makes somebody else more relaxed, and it shows them like, look, I'm being forthcoming, so I don't want you to think that I'm here just digging at you, trying to get you to emotionally fucking throw it all up and then just take what I can get from you. It's like I understand it, and I'm willing to put myself out a little bit, too. That's kind of why I do that.
All right. I get it. All right. Good talk, guys.
All right, Frank. Thank you.
But no, I wasn't mad at the guy, man. And if he had come in, don't forget with other guys that come in that are actors or whatever, if they're talking about their project and they're kind of feeling good, and then you don't go down that road because it's not natural.
And not the whole, and the whole interview didn't sound like an intervention. Only
an intervention.
Only a big chunk of it.
But when a guy writes about beer and comes in looking sad, how do you not? You got a show called about a bar.
Sad.
He looked cheery.
Yeah. How do you not talk about it?
He's like, I think at one point, he's like, wow, you guys are really talking about beer a lot. I'm like, well, your fucking book is all about beer.
Your whole career was based on you with a beer in front of you.
Yeah.
I really don't know what else to ask you, sir.
How do you go upbeat with that? So
every picture we're finding on Google Images, he has a beer
he's got a beer in his hand.
The interesting thing about Google Images is that there's a lot of George Wendt photos, especially on the first page. And he looks like miserable for the most part in a lot of these photos because I'm looking at some recent pictures, and like he'll have a smirk or like you could tell he's just smiling for the camera. And the only picture where he genuinely looks like he's having a good time is when he's really drinking
having beer.
Yeah, like in this photo, he's at a bar. He's got people around him. He's got a beer in his hand, which has been drank a little bit, and it looks like he's genuinely having a good time. And then you look at a photo, if this ever works, come here, like this. And you could just tell he's miserable. He doesn't want to be in that picture with some ass.
Yeah, George went. Where'd he go? Chip's on fire today.
Is he?
Fucking hey.
Let's go to Tom in Pennsylvania. Tom.
Good morning. Happy birthday, Yami.
Thank you, Tom. Everyone's been overshadowed by this George Wendt incident.
Now, the reason we got Tom on the phone, you're the guy, right?
Yes, sir.
Fuck. I've been dreading this phone call for a while. Go ahead, Tom.
Well, you remember a couple of weeks ago I called up with a suggestion of kind of like a shop vac to suck up the oil? And you guys had a grand old time laughing your asses off, right?
Yes, I did, sir.
And guess what we're doing this very instant?
I don't know, sir. You want to tell us?
Yeah, they got a funnel with a nice long, mile-long hose sucking up the oil.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy...
yeah, we beat you up pretty good, didn't we, Tom?
We laughed and laughed at your stupid idea, and it's exactly what they're doing to keep this oil from leaking into the Gulf.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel? Real proud of yourself, I bet?
Not proud of myself. I'm just a realist.
Yeah, well, what do we do about the economy, huh?
Yeah.
Why don't you help everybody out, Mr. Know-It-All?
I didn't say know it all. I'm good at some things, but I'd be smart enough to find someone who did know what was
You
going
pretty
on.
much just said put a big giant straw down to the oil leak and suck up the oil, right?
And we openly laughed at you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Basically calling you a dunce.
Right, and, well, look
Gotta
at
bring
Apollo
back that
13.
word, dunce.
Well, you know, Apollo 13, they had duct tape, and they used what they had, right?
Look, we saw the movie. Everyone did.
All right.
Don't make it sound like you're breaking new ground here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you know, I saw that as a quick fix, and so did someone finally.
Nobody wants to hear your thought process, Frank. You know, I originally... No one
Tom,
gives a turkey.
How do you fix your high girly voice?
Exactly. How do you make your testicles drop someday?
Why can't we just give it to him?
I know.
We don't like being wrong.
I know.
We don't like being wrong, Tom. That's why we got
hate
to
it.
find something else that is wrong with you.
Oh, there's plenty there, but you know what? You can look in the mirror, too, but we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
Been where?
I'm looking for the man in the mirror. Yes.
All right,
Hey,
Tom.
Opie, congratulations on your baby.
Oh, thank you, man. Pieces of the baby are falling off right now, which is a very good sign.
Oh, God.
You know,
What
the
does that
umbilical
mean?
cord that you have to cut, and then they
Already they put that little
they put that thing on, like
clamp?
They put the potato chip clamp on it, basically.
A bag chip?
And they go, all right, this thing will fall.
Shut up.
This thing will fall off
chip's
in
bag.
10 days or so, 10 days to 2 weeks, and it's starting to fall off, little pieces of it.
Ew.
Yep.
Yeah, it's disgusting. But I guess we'll see an actual belly button in the next day or two.
Yeah?
Yeah. Opie, and you cut it, right?
Yeah, I cut it there, Tom. I did not want to. I don't mind doing all that crazy stuff, but I mean, when it felt like a ligament and it felt like I had bad scissors, like rusty scissors in my hands, it wasn't the experience I was thinking it was supposed to be.
Safety scissors.
Yeah.
I hear you, but I'll tell you what, Opie, I got 3 kids of my own, and I cut all 3 of them.
Yeah.
And, you know, my oldest now is 15, and you look back and you never forget it.
Why? Why is that supposed to be? I don't get why that's supposed to be some cool thing
Yeah,
that
what is
fathers
that?
are supposed to look forward to or whatever.
Well,
in.
the way I see it was the final act of separation and making that individual.
Oh, don't be so symbolic.
Come on.
Final act of separation.
Are you kidding me?
That umbilical cord is like that fucking tube going down to the oil that you're so proud of. It means nothing.
Enough about the tube.
Yeah, I guess. I guess some people see it that way. I saw it as like, look, I'm paying you. You cut the fucking cord. I'll make sure everyone's okay in this room. I don't need to worry about cutting the cord with the fucking rusty scissors.
You can look at it the other way, that you're cutting the cord and introducing him to this suck-ass thing called fucking life.
Yeah, you're stealing him from mother.
Yeah, the nice warm womb where you're just hanging out, floating around, and then because you cut the cord, now the kid's got to... Now, anytime a baby's born and you cut the cord, you start the tick-tock death clock.
Jesus, what's wrong with you, Ed?
Well, that's what it is. Everyone dies.
Why don't you like life today? What's going on with you?
What?
How about this?
It's just life.
You're down on life right now.
I'm down on life every day. I just, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of like what it looks like.
God, what is that?
Looking at a picture
It looks
of
like
it.
something. I can't figure it out.
A nice little ribbon you put in your hair.
It looks like when you put too many different colored silly putties together.
Looks like entrails.
Play-Doh.
Problem is,
yeah, it does. That's
problem is, it looks like it would cut nice. No,
nice and easy.
The weird thing is this: the umbilical cord.
And that's how they send you home. Oh, gee, thanks. With this thing hanging,
It's got
where
a
his belly button's
sausage
gonna be.
casing coming out of
Right,
him.
and that thing, that's a nice picture of it, by the way, Danny. That turns fucking black as black as your sweatshirt you're wearing today, Jimmy. As Jimmy wears a Kiss sweatshirt, and then it starts rotting, falling off in pieces, which is happening right now.
Don't some people save it?
Oh yeah, they do.
Like they'll put it in the freezer and save
Why?
Well, they save. Well, I don't know if they save. I know they save the placenta. You're allowed to take that home, I guess, or you used to be able to take it home.
What do you do with it?
Most people fucking bury it and use it as fertilizer to fertilize a tree or something.
it. Some people cook it.
Some
Make
people cook
delicious
it and
meals.
eat it.
Cook that shit up. I eat that shit.
Yeah, we could do a placenta break if you want. People will explain it to you.
How does the umbilical cord work? Like, you fucking breathe through your nose and mouth, but not for the first X amount of months.
You're looking at that? That's what it looks like right now. That's what I'm looking at every fucking day when I'm changing diapers.
It's like someone wiped a booger on a baby.
Oh, fuck.
And then we're looking at it, it's black, right? And then it just starts flaking off. So by the weekend, I think I'm going to see a nice, brand new belly button.
I think you ought to just tear it off. It's time.
Flick it. Flick.
Yeah. Or yell at the kid. Pull that off.
Flick.
Oh, fuck. Come on. Stop it. How are you eating?
How do you breathe through the fucking cord in your belly button? How does that work?
You don't breathe.
You're in water.
That's for the nutrients, I think.
Yeah.
But how do you breathe?
Whatever mommy's eating, it goes
Your
through the air.
bloodstream is the same. You only breathe to oxygenate your blood. So mommy's breathing oxygenates the blood, and it goes into your umbilical cord and through your body.
Is that why you breathe?
Yeah, that's the only
That's
reason
why
you
I
breathe.
breathe.
Is to turn your blood nice and bright red oxygenated. And then your little cells take it away, and it turns like bluish.
Wait.
And then it goes back around through your lungs, and you breathe in, it turns red again.
Wait, is blood red
It's oxygen
inside your body?
Blue.
Yeah, it is.
I
No,
hear
it's
it's
red.
not.
It's red in the arteries. It's blue in the veins. After it dumps off the oxygen to the cells, because
Right.
all your cells need oxygen.
Right.
So the red blood goes, and it goes into the capillaries and dumps the oxygen into the cells, and then it comes back through the veins to run through the circulatory system, go into the lungs, and then when you inhale, the cells go, I got oxygen again, and they start the thing again, delivering oxygen to all the little fucking parts of your body.
There should be a split screen as you're saying this, and then the other half it should be
I have quite the dichotomy.
punching and fucking spitting and biting a pillow. This is what a man can be.
Goddamn, Jimmy has me down.
But it's amazing to me that that's the same. It looks like fucking Ant and his brother Ant.
I just love how surprised you get when people have you down.
It's amazing to me that
This is great.
But Ant just didn't kind of know the answer. He really knows how that works.
Yeah, he knows that shit.
You're not repeating what you've just heard. You really understand how that works.
Also, people asking if
That's funny.
if the kid was circumcised. Yes.
Right away.
It's weird to see the little peener all fucking shaped into his penis.
Did they put him in that little plastic,
I-
monkey capsule seat?
They don't allow. I don't think they let you watch that. I don't think I could have watched that.
Did you say
That's probably
so-
one of the only things I wouldn't be.
Did you
able to watch.
apologize to him immediately? I'm sorry.
Dude? Fuck.
I'm sorry.
Well,
It's for your own good. It's for cancer reasons. I'm sorry.
you know what? You know what I learned? Did I talk about how I was circumcised at 3 months on the show?
3
The
months?
first day back. Did I talk about that?
You
or not?
mentioned it, yeah.
A little too
That's old,
late.
right?
Well, you talk about circumcision, and then I forgot how it came about. Somebody was talking to my mom and went, "Well, Greg was circumcised at 3 months." Can you imagine being circumcised at 3 months old?
Why were you though? Like, what was the reason?
Why?
I found out that my dad wasn't circumcised.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck is that about? I need to know more about that.
That's all you need to know, really.
He had a fucking.
I need to know.
But he was a
photo essay on this.
So he wasn't circumcised, which is weird because was a Catholic guy from Queens. Catholic guys from Queens got fucking circumcised,
Oh, they
right?
certainly did.
So I wasn't circumcised, being the firstborn, and then I don't know, they somehow through a doctor said you really need to circumcise your kid or whatever. So they did it when I was 3 months old.
At that point, you're a little older
and could remember things a little bit anyway, right?
That's scary.
I want to know why my dad wasn't circumcised. That's fucking weird.
He was busy.
Was your dad circumcised?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
My
Big
father,
hog in the
yes.
shower.
I think so.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, are we done with you?
Hey, I got one more answer.
Right.
About the economy.
Yeah.
Straight tax 15% across the board. Whether you make $1 or $1 million.
That's novel.
If what, buddy?
15% tax for everybody. Get rid of the IRS. No deductions. No nothing. Everyone owes 15%.
Well, we need the IRS because they're going to enforce the health care, which is a great thing.
Well, I'm saying you don't.
Because they're so good at doing what they do.
Stop trying to be idea guy. But I do agree with you. Steve Forbes, I think, said
was his idea,
17%.
right?
17%, and I'll be fine with that.
I chuckle at writing a 17% check. Chuckle!
Flat tax. Because again, if you make a fucking $10 million, you pay $1.7 million. That's a lot of money to give the government. And if you only make $200, you pay $34.
Yeah.
That you should be able to keep $166 of your money.
Do your part. Everyone should do their part.
That's
exactly.
All right, let's go to Vegas. Vegas. His name's Vegas.
Hey, what's up? Morning, Jimmy.
Oh, I thought.
Hi, Vegas. Hi, Vegas.
Hey, I have a question. What happens to the other half of the umbilical cord? Does it snap back in, or does it just dangle there like the world's most disgusting tampon string?
Well, know what happens? I think like a vacuum cleaner where you just the cord.
Oh,
gets,
the cord.
Yeah, it goes
You
flying
give it a
back
good
into
tug?
it. Yeah. It goes flying back in there.
Like a fucking cartoon lampshade.
Yeah.
Or lampshade, fucking window shade. I'm a dick.
I'm gonna have.
Isn't it actually connected to the placenta? And then when the placenta comes out, it comes out with it?
No. Women have to walk around with it dangling out of there forever.
And if they have like 10 kids, there's just fucking 10
Looks like wind
things.
chimes. You ever see umbilical cord decorators? They sell them.
Never did. Oh, God.
Oh, really? Wait, can I be completely honest? I never knew that. I really thought it just kind of went back inside.
Oh, it's all connected to the placenta.
So you lose. So the women loses all that.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know that because you're supposed to count the knots, and that is supposed to tell you how many kids your body could have if you want.
Really?
Yeah, your body's capable of having 5 kids. Let's say if you see 5 knots.
Knots?
Oh, wives' tale.
Or whatever it is, the little
Is
fucking
it those little like bubbly things?
Yeah, tumor-looking things.
Ew.
Throughout the thing.
God damn, that's fucking
Wait,
rude.
so it doesn't go back in you?
No,
it all comes out.
Jimmy, did you know that?
I didn't know, but I wouldn't have thought it did. I would have thought it just fell. I mean, I wouldn't know how
I
it
thought they
came
just
off.
kind of tucked it back in and
tucked it in.
Every time a woman sneezes, the umbilical flops in her panties.
Oh, imagine that. You go down on some box and then.
Yeah, you look like Willem Dafoe eating the worm in Born on 4th of July. Remember that? That's a good reference. Topical.
Great
Topical?
movie. Great movie.
Did I say topical?
I think he said topical.
Did I say topical? I meant to say topical.
All right.
I don't say topical ever.
I could be wrong.
John in New York. John.
Hey guys, good morning.
Hi, John.
Good morning, John.
I was born with an anteater, and at the age of 15, a girl went down on me, and she's like, "What the fuck is that?" So I got embarrassed, and immediately the next day I scheduled an appointment for a circumcision. And let me tell you, getting the circumcision at the age of 15 is no picnic. It was killing me.
For you, maybe.
Is that possible?
Yes.
They do it at 15?
I love the no picnic thing, though. It's almost like a picnic is a fun thing with a blanket and you have chicken.
Yeah.
and to say that, like, guys, contrary to popular belief, having the tip of your cock sliced off does not equal that.
It's Danny.
Danny shows a small anteater.
That just looks like the fucking head was chopped off in a horrible industrial accident.
Yeah.
It looks like a snail.
Yeah.
You don't.
So at 15, I would imagine that bleeds for a few weeks, huh?
Oh yeah, you have to wait for I had to wait for the stitches to fall off. And it looked like Franken penis. I was peeing blood for like day. It wasn't the urine. Urine didn't have blood in it. It's just the outside area.
And you gotta hope you don't get boners, because then you pop a stitch and it starts all over, right?
Oh yeah, no. I couldn't look at any nudie magazines or any porn or anything, because if you got stimulated, forget it. It would be so painful. I was in bed for 2 days. I couldn't move. It was death.
All right, well, good for you.
Go for you.
Thank you, sir. Angela is saying that Anthony is wrong. Angela in Buffalo.
Yes, I'm a registered nurse, and blood is never blue.
No, I know not blue. It's just a very dark red still. People say blue, but it's not blue.
Right, because the blood that you get pulled out when they take tests, that's always red. That's the same blood. It's blood from veins.
Yeah, and it's just very dark. It's not that bright red oxygenated blood.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Why is Sam here?
It's just how it's drawn in like fucking biology books. It's blue.
All right, and Sam is in here. You're getting circumcised soon?
Well, I was listening to the caller, and I thought I'd share a story.
Cool.
Oh, you just decided that. Look at the confidence in this kid.
I know. He just comes in here all cocksure.
Doesn't ask like,
He's
hey, I might have a
cocksure.
story that's good for the show. He comes right in, puts the headphones on, and goes, all right, turn my fucking mic on.
Well, it relates.
Okay. You have a circumcision story?
Yes.
Okay.
I was 19 years old when I was circumcised.
No. No.
Dude,
You guys didn't know
started
that,
your
huh?
internship at 20, I think.
Yeah.
That's a good story to hear.
Yes, I was 19.
No.
All right.
Yeah, I swear to God.
What happened?
Can we see it?
No, Danny, you
Is it
can't
scarred?
see it. No, it's perfectly fine and nice looking.
Why would you do that?
What happened? Take us through this, Sam.
Well, I wasn't circumcised, obviously, when I was
Right.
born. My dad wasn't.
Why? Because, old
It's just-
school.
yeah, I mean-
handlebar mustache.
Well, they were raised, in the South. I don't think anybody was.
Did he eat the cheese that built up under it? Well,
Yeah,
I mean, if you're not circumcised, I hear it could get a little cheesy.
Is
down
that
there.
one of the world's greatest
No.
treats?
Yeah, did he spread that on a nice cracker?
Yeah, a little.
To eat with his buttermilk?
Oh, that's just
Certainly not.
So wait, would you have to peel it back and clean it a lot?
Well, that's the thing. I had this.
Do you got a big one?
Well, that's not to be talked about. It's fine. It's not small. It's not.
But being like part black, you would think you would have.
Hey, what are you packing? You about 7?
I mean, I don't know if I'm quite there. It's average. It's fine.
All right.
But
He's got a little one.
Yeah. No. Sam does. Sam is skinny, and his chick is way too hot to tolerate a little dick. Because all he does is talk about wrestling. What else does she like in him? His cock. What do you think? She enjoys the fucking Hulk Hogan chats?
Did she have to go with you when you got your Bobby the Brain Heenan picture?
yeah, she took the picture.
Oh, so
She
Jimmy's
goes to the
right.
conventions with me.
Jimmy's right. You got a big piece.
Yeah.
Why else would she tolerate you?
Was she going out with you when you got circumcised?
No.
Who were you going out with? Were you going out with a
Yeah,
girl?
oh, yeah.
Oh, and this is the reason you got circumcised.
No, because it was because basically, for whatever reason, the hole in the foreskin, the urethra there, it wasn't big enough to stretch over.
So you couldn't get the head of your penis out of your foreskin?
Correct.
You basically bought a turtleneck that was too tight to put on.
That's correct.
Just his frizzy head sticking through and he's pulling.
So how much of your cock would come through the skin?
0.
So when you got a boner,
what?
It's the foreskin stretched.
So, but the head never
Over.
came out.
Never.
So, and the most pleasurable part is the head.
Something I learned later.
What do you mean? You never?
No. I mean, everything was fully functional.
Yeah, of course.
I had no problem doing anything. But
Ew.
it didn't. The head was never fully. There was,
Did you try to push it through every so often?
Well, once it became like, something that was pointed out, like, is this not happening?
Who pointed it out?
Well, I think the doctor did.
Oh, I thought you went to your mom and went, Mom,
What do you think of this?
Help me out.
No, because
my wee needs fixing.
I didn't know, but the doctor, probably when I was younger than that, had said something. And then my dad questioned me about it in an embarrassing discussion.
Oh, my God, I bet.
3 o'clock in the morning, he came in. Sam, you awake?
All right. Let's see how this thing works.
And then, and so we went to the urologist to get, a word on it. Like, is this dangerous? Is it whatever? The urologist said, no, it's fine.
But hold on, how do you clean under the foreskin, because that's how
if you can't get your dick out.
That's a penile. It could be a penile cancer thing too. I think you have to clean properly.
Right, like you have to point it up and actually get the water to go in the hole.
You couldn't do that?
Oh my God! What
No,
a
like instead of
hassle.
peeling back,
soap
you
up
have
your
to
hand and give it a
actually
good jerk.
So how did you get? You couldn't actually just rub under the skin around the
No,
head of
you
your
couldn't
dick.
get in at all.
So your fucking dick probably stunk.
I mean, it smelled fine to me.
Oh,
I bet. Did you ever
fuck.
notice this when a girl's like, "Oh, let me suck your dick"?
No, that situation never occurred.
Sam Snafu wants to know if your dad used his dick cheese for mustache wax.
No, he uses regular mustache
Okay,
wax.
well, I want to make sure.
Can we have a picture of that, Danny? I want to see what that.
What,
I've
Sam's
never,
dick?
No. The I've never heard of that.
It is I can't remember the medical term for it.
Yuck.
But it is. But it is when the foreskin doesn't stretch over the head or whatever. Like it
Okay.
doesn't. You can't peel it back. And
Tight
so
foreskin. I knew you were going to go for that. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, there you
God.
go.
Wait, where is it?
Sam, there you go.
That's you?
No, that's a little.
that's not a picture
penile.
of me.
But that's what you had?
Yeah,
How do you explain that to people out there? It's like
it's like the
It's
foreskin.
like a fucking mealworm.
it's like it's like an eyeball that's almost completely shut, right?
It looks like the end of a balloon with a penis inside.
Yes, that's correct. Except you can't stretch the end of the balloon at all.
No, that thing is stretched to the limit.
So you can even pop it out if you wanted.
No. That's the whole thing. It did not.
That is so bizarre.
Wow, that must have made sex real pleasurable, huh?
Well, it was fine. I thought I didn't know the difference.
Uh-huh.
So what happened?
You just know what you know.
You know what you know. Yeah. I mean, it was a little not so misshapen as that one, but
It looks like a sea cucumber.
That's a
If you want to Google image a sea cucumber,
short,
I think
little, off-centered, pudgy one.
I think I got that right.
Oh, God.
You had a sea cucumber dick.
Okay, so you fucking.
Look, there's the sea cucumber.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one for my diving friends out there.
Wow.
Sam has a sea cucumber
I mean, it's
dick.
a flesh-colored sea cucumber.
Dr. Steve is saying it's called phimosis. Is that
Yeah,
sound
that's
right?
it. Yep.
Well, how about that
Goddamn
drunk get
Dr.
on the
Steve.
line and fucking talk to us about it?
He's probably intoxicated.
Yeah, he probably is.
Bungling a surgery.
Just fumbling something right now.
Yeah, he's dropping a scalpel into an open wound.
Yeah.
So what happened? The urologist said what?
The urologist said, it happens. It's not typical, but it happens. And as long as it's not causing you pain, it's not an emergency. It doesn't. You
Fuck you. It's not that it's causing me pain. It's not causing me the pleasure I can get when I'm fucking.
Did he say that?
No, he didn't. He didn't say that. He said if you want to change it for aesthetics or for whatever reason, it's a simple procedure, and you come in and you do it and you're out.
Okay, and what made you say yes?
Well, because it wasn't.
Didn't you see the picture?
No, but I mean, yeah, but if that's your dick,
kidding me?
Yeah, that's true. You've seen porn, so you knew it.
Yeah,
most
I've
dicks.
seen porn. I was like, like going forward, I don't want to have an explanation.
Yeah.
Every time I said, if I just do this, I didn't tell a lot of people I was doing it, so I wouldn't have to explain anything.
Is that why you kiss guys?
That has
Yeah.
nothing to do with anything.
What is this like? You go in. Is it a local anesthesia? Is it?
Well, they
do
knock-
they
no,
knock
they
you
knock
out?
you out. Of
course
They
they
knock
do.
you the fuck out.
Yeah.
And
Propofol?
I don't know what. No, it was actually because I don't ever do any drugs. I never had and never. This is it.
Faggot.
And exactly.
Yeah.
And so
2 Anacin and he fell asleep.
they put in the IV and said, "This is just a cocktail. This is just to sort of
Cocktail.
That's what they call it.
That's what your dick looks like.
They said this is just the starter. It's like an
Yeah.
appetizer, and then we'll give you the real anesthetic. But I didn't make it past that. I was out.
Yeah.
And so then you wake up, and it's just very bandaged up.
How long of a procedure did they tell you? Probably
No,
quick.
yeah, it's not long. I mean, I was up 2 or 3 hours later. I was awake and
And now, how did you piss and things?
well, right after.
Yeah.
I mean, they leave the very tip exposed so you can piss.
So you had bandages, but
Yeah,
just
bandage
the tip,
and gauze
just the tip.
and
It's like the
stitches.
Invisible Man.
Yes.
Oh God, that guy's a mess.
And I mean it kills. It hurts. Like
Sure.
you can't.
Well, it's your dick.
It's like I did it. I was in college. I was a freshman in college, so I came home for spring break, and I scheduled it to do it on the first day.
So it's funny. What'd you do? We were all in Fort Lauderdale. How about you? I had my
Had your what, Jim?
I wanted to say cock tip, so I said tick.
Had your tick-tock.
Go ahead.
Aw, Jimmy.
So how long did it take before it didn't hurt?
Well, the stitches and bandages, you wait for them to come off on their own, like they wash away.
Where are the stitches? Where do they stitch?
Literally, like
right around the whole thing?
Right around. I mean, you can kind of see where it's done. It's right. It's just under the head. It's just stitched. Like they fold back the skin and just stitch it.
Do they stitch babies too? I guess so.
Yeah, they must.
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
They have to. I mean, how else would it stay?
I guess they do.
I'm not studying my son's. No, I don't.
Take a look at it.
You should look at it. I mean, to see it. No,
fucking, I got peed on, but.
But they'd be like,
I didn't know. There's no stitches down there.
There would only be like 1 or 2 baby stitches. You might not have seen them.
I don't think so.
Maybe baby skin melts. I don't know.
Maybe they don't.
know.
So what? They put stitches.
We'll have to ask
they put
Dr. Steve.
stitches.
In your case, they had to put stitches.
Yeah, and then covered up with gauze and everything, and then you just, I mean, for a few days you're just lying down the whole time. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. A few days you're just laying down.
So now you have to. When did you first take the gauze off to see the wound?
Well, I think it's like 2 days. It's like 2 or 3 days. You peel off the gauze, and they said there's like a padding there that you have to take off too.
Uh-oh.
And I thought that I had to, like, there was like a little piece of padding there, and it looked like kind of like a hard, like, gelatin almost. And so I start kind of trying to take it off, and I was like, it's stuck. And then I realized it was my swollen skin.
Oh, shit.
It was me.
It looks blistery, right?
Right. It's it gets very swollen.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, because they cut around, like, let's say, what, an inch below the head or whatever, however low they go below the head?
Even a little less than an inch, yeah, like half an inch below the head.
But did they have to, skin is supposed to peel back, so usually that's where they have to cut, but because yours was fused to the top, did they have to cut the tip of your dick too? Or no?
Just, I mean...
I don't know if it was fused. It just...
No, it just wasn't big enough.
Yeah, it was kind of like what you guys were saying with the turtleneck.
Cut around where it's
it was
connected.
10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
Dawn checking in on my text.
Yeah.
Who, of course, had a baby, a couple of years ago. Almost. No stitches with baby circus.
Yeah, I don't think so. So how does that work? I'm confused.
It just fucking heals up, I guess.
Let's go to Kevin in Michigan. He's a urologist. It says I could give some info on Sam's cock.
Okay.
Now that's not how
Right.
to talk.
You don't
there.
sound very official.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
That medical jargon.
Yeah,
he's
Kevin.
using.
So what's up, guys?
Hi.
Well,
You tell us,
So,
sir.
yeah, I've been listening to your conversation. The medical term is a phimosis. I think you already said that, but I was on hold. And the last question I heard you guys ask was, well, when it was stuck to the head of the penis, you have to cut the head of the penis. The answer is no, you don't.
Because it's not stuck to the head, right?
Right, it's not stuck to the head. It's just the hole is too small to fit over the head.
Can't they just open the hole more?
Well, it depends. Sometimes I've seen the skin actually grow into the head of the penis.
Jesus.
That wasn't me.
Like a fucking, like a stop sign grown into a tree.
yeah, when
And
the
like-
tree eats the stop
Right.
sign.
Oh, my God.
Because it's like the foreskin is not attached to the head. It just it doesn't peel over it. So when you piss, the foreskin actually balloons before the piss comes out.
You have a little water balloon of piss.
Your
and
dick
then
must have stunk.
And then it just falls out like bleh.
Your dick must have smelled like pee.
Yeah.
I mean, I
you must have been a
washed
mess.
it. I never
Did you
Can't
wash it
wash
good?
it? You
had
can't
any
get in
complaints.
there?
It was never brought up to me.
How would you wash it, though, like in a sink? You have to be on your back in the shower.
Yeah, I don't know. It was never.
It looked like that.
No, that's a good size hole.
You can't wash it. I mean, it needs when someone has what we call a trapped penis.
That's what it was. It was trapped.
Trapped penis.
Sam had a trap.
It was.
That's hilarious.
Scared.
So what happened? So when you have a trapped penis, yes?
You need surgery.
Well, so Sam got cut. Your dick was all swollen, right? What did you have to put on your dick? I'm sure you had to put on some kind of antiseptic, right?
I think they kept some kind of ointment on it and
Unguent.
and baths, to make sure you had to soak it like every day or something. So you were taking baths, and I was wearing sweatpants for a week, and walking with my legs separated so nothing was touching it.
How long did it? How long? Was it weird the first time you saw your cockhead?
Yeah. And I mean, even
hi, how do you do?
That's kind of what Travis is asking. He just says, you know how you get all excited when you get a new phone or a T-shirt? I wonder what it's like to get a new penis.
A new cockhead.
Did you try to suck it?
What? No, why would I?
I don't know.
Because it's all better.
I mean, it's
a rainy
gradual
day.
because at first it's like a fresh out of surgery penis.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't even make out what it is. But then once it starts.
Probably blew up to about 4 times the size of normal.
Right.
Wow.
And then once it starts kind of taking its own shape, you go, oh, yeah.
What about boners, Sam?
Well,
while it's healing, did you? Pop
no,
a
while
few?
I was never.
How do you not pop a boner though?
I was
just living your life.
I was worried about that too, but because you're just laying down and it hurts,
right?
Your body just doesn't do it.
Sometimes we'll give a medication to someone to make it not get erect.
Not good. Not get erect.
Oh, yeah.
There's that.
What are those pictures of some of our listeners?
But then, like, you would poke the head.
Oh, you would.
Why?
Just to touch it because it's never been exposed before.
Now,
So, whoa!
All right, let's fast forward. You heal up.
Yes.
Your first sexual encounter with your new dick. What did you think about it?
I mean, it was like so
you
much
made cumsies.
better.
He made
so
cumsies
much
really quick.
easier.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, what have I been missing out on? This should have been done.
How long did it last?
Yeah, probably the tip of the head
not
went in and
long.
he shot his load.
Yeah. It's almost like
quick draw McGraw.
It's almost like if the foreskin can't stretch over, like if you can't peel it back, it's like having a condom.
You're
on
wearing
all the time.
a condom made out of fucking
condom.
thick skin.
Fucking, it's Travolta and the boy in the plastic bubble. Wow.
You must have been a rock star in bed before this.
Well, I guess. I mean,
well, Cheryl wants to know that actually.
Except for
Cheryl.
your reeking penis.
Cheryl.
Yeah, it smells like
Hi there,
fucking
how are you?
anal sex and piss.
Cheryl.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Hi, Cheryl, you had the same surgery?
Yes.
I did not, but I had a question I wanted to know if he was able to last a lot longer in bed because his sensation was decreased.
well, yeah. I mean, my experience was very small at that point, being that I was 19. I hadn't been with very many people.
People, not girls, by the way.
Girls.
Notice that slip
Come on,
up.
I know.
Notice that slip up right there.
I'm trying to treat this like a
Sam.
medical discussion.
People.
I meant women. I've never been with any men.
He can only dock with pencils.
That's true.
That's hilarious.
His little fucking foreskin hole. You make me sick. I know.
Well, it's not there anymore. I got
Clog it
rid
up with
of
a
it.
tic-tac faggot. Take your fucking tiny hole and hit the bricks. Fucking rotten ballooning dick.
Yeah.
What?
That's the type of thing we're dealing with.
This is what.
It was that small? There's
I was small. It was this. It was small.
But there's no.
See, this is even worse. I mean, you got the regular phimosis. I'm reading up on it. This is something else. It's even worse, called pinhole phimosis.
You had pinhole.
I mean, maybe it was it might have been slightly bigger than
The
that.
skin
It's
is all
exaggerating.
the way over the head.
Yeah.
And the only hole is just enough for the pee hole.
Exactly.
Oh, so
That's what it
isn't
was.
even-
Oh, my God.
so no wonder it blew up like a balloon.
Right.
Then did you have any control of where it was going?
Yeah. I mean, I still had control.
You look like a half-finished sculpture.
When you fucking shot a load, that had to go all inside the fucking foreskin.
But after you're done, you gotta squeeze
Space food?
Yeah,
Like space food?
It's like a thing of Go-Gurt. Like you gotta squeeze.
You had a Go-Gurt dick?
Yeah.
Sam probably looked like a pastry chef when he was done.
Yeah. Oh, you can write your name and jizz on a cake.
But
Wow.
even like when you're pissing, instead of just shaking it, you have to pinch it a few times and then shake and then
pinch
pinch.
the helmet. Pinch the helmet.
So Cheryl wants to know before and after. Before the surgery, how long you last?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
How long?
It was mud. It was definitely.
You must have cut the time in half.
Yeah, probably for sure. I mean, it's the difference between wearing a
So you
condom
went
and not
from
wearing a condom.
2 minutes to 1 minute.
I mean, I don't think you know how long.
Well, if you're going to talk vague,
I don't know.
Cheryl wants to know, right, Cheryl?
Right, absolutely.
But also, I was having my first experiences at the time, so those would have been quicker as well.
Yeah. Coming is a very mental thing too.
Yes.
It's not just
It's not so. Cheryl doesn't really know what she's talking about.
Depending
Let's be
on
honest.
what you're doing, who you're with, things like that, your mood, you
Right.
could fucking come with a condom on quicker than you can bareback.
Precisely.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all relative, really.
That's a hell of a story,
Of course.
Sam. We've known you for a while. You've never.
That
shared
is,
that.
wow, a little bit of honesty coming out.
Yeah.
And
No
your
wonder you like wearing hoodies all the time. Because your cock had one.
Yes.
No?
Because I'm scared. I want to remain hidden.
Yeah, you want to.
And your father still has one of these?
I mean, I don't know. You'd have to talk to him about it.
Does he have a small hole on his?
No, he's doing just fine.
How do you know?
He told me when I was younger.
Why did they wait? I mean, you were 19 when this was done,
Yeah,
obviously.
what the
so,
fuck?
Like,
You could figure it out at 12, 13? When
Well,
you're...
not only that, but I mean, they were changing diapers for how long and never noticed if there was a problem there?
Well, no, you can't tell when you're young because you got a small
Yeah, but I'm
pee
saying
hole.
if you got pinhole
little
for
pinhole.
I mean,
Well,
I would think that's
I've met Sam's mom, and she didn't want to think that her son wasn't
would have a
perfect.
penis.
Wasn't perfect.
Yeah, she was trying to get it off altogether.
Sam's mom thinks Sam is perfect.
Well, she's right.
And so if she's looking at your fucked up dick, she didn't want to acknowledge that you might not be perfect.
No, because it was brought up with the doctor. And even when I was old enough to go to the doctor myself, he said it's not a necessity. Do it if you want to.
And Sam, I also know your mom saves everything you've ever done.
Yes.
Including she has a Tupperware full of your hair.
Uh-oh.
The first time I grew my hair.
the skin?
No, the foreskin
Did she
is
make
not.
a little pendant out of it?
The foreskin
Is she
is
wearing your foreskin?
No, the
Around her neck
foreskin.
and a little heart-shaped pendant.
was
In a little
disposed of.
cameo.
She has saved everything. That
She made a little fucking iPhone earbud. Sammy's foreskin.
Little Sammy.
She can always hear her baby.
No,
What's the craziest thing your mom has saved from
Well,
your
I mean,
childhood?
The
I know the hair is pretty. That's up there.
Because that's when I first grew my hair long, and then I cut it short.
And she had to save the hair.
And she put all the hair in a Tupperware and put it in like a drawer.
Why?
I don't know.
She still has it, right?
She's obsessed
I don't
with
know. Yeah.
What
Yes.
else?
That's why she coddled you with food. Whatever little Sammy wants, Sammy gets.
Did she save your I don't know, your clothes from when you were
All those
yeah.
dumps.
infant and all that?
Oh, yeah.
She saved every shit he ever took. And she actually has a list of what caused it, the weight in grams. It's a little room called no one goes in here.
She adjusted the plumbing so Sam's fucking duties would fall in a bucket under the floor.
Yeah, Sam had to go duty in a little room.
And while Sam was sleeping, she went down and collected the duties. Where is she keeping the duties?
There are no duties.
There's a duty freezer in the basement.
Is there a duty freezer in the basement, Sam?
I don't even have a basement. So there's that whole theory shot.
Oh.
So, all right. So, what she saved? What is the weirdest thing she saved?
Well, like we have garbage bags in our house that are full of dittos, and it's all of my work from 3rd grade.
Is it what?
It's in a giant bag.
Why not just put it in a box?
She's a hoarder.
Just in a giant garbage
Your mom's
bag.
a
She's a Sam hoarder.
Yeah,
A Sam hoarder.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this isn't really saved, but just to give you part of her personality, I told the story on the Saturday Night Show too that when, like in 5th grade,
Don't plug your show on.
I didn't even notice I didn't say the name of the show, so it wasn't really a plug.
Sam and Dave.
Thank you, Opie.
Jesus, what's...
When
it helps us. It's our fucking channel. Promote
Yeah,
the
it's
fucking
true.
show.
Special delivery, 9 p.m. Saturday.
There you go.
On like when the school would have a barbecue for student council or whatever. It was like 5th grade, and they made burgers and hot dogs. And my mom was very active in the community and very active in the school, so she would come and be the chaperone. And
Were you
more
able to see the end of the hot dogs, or did they have to be stuck? No?
the hot dogs you could see
Oh,
the end
okay.
of.
Sorry.
But I didn't eat hot dogs or burgers. And on more than one occasion, I can remember my mom grabbing her purse and pulling out a raw chicken breast in a plastic bag to put on the grill.
So she got involved in this thing due to her son obsession.
Yeah.
And she would actually just bring special things to cook for him.
Right.
You're very overrated in your own house.
Yes.
Yeah, you're. Are you as much a mama's boy as she is doting on you?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
bet you are.
No, because I try. I mean, I don't see her every day.
You're like Norman Bates.
No, I'm not.
Fucking sick, man.
Really is.
Oh man. A foreskin sitting in a chair, rotting foreskin with a wig on it.
Mark B in Connecticut wants to know if she still has breast milk in the back of the freezer.
I don't think
Did
there's
she
any.
Did she save her breast milk?
I don't think there's any breast milk left.
No.
And the foreskin was disposed of.
It was not.
Medically.
No, of course
It was not.
It's
It did not
somewhere.
leave the hospital.
It's framed.
It's somewhere. I know it.
Tom Ladd is suggesting it might be a pinky ring right now.
No,
Oh,
it's
that's
not
true.
No?
No.
Real tight pinky ring.
Yeah, it would be a snug fit.
Fucking awful.
That is a crazy
She would actually
story.
show up with chicken in her purse.
Yes.
I hope she said that in therapy. And I couldn't let him out of my sight. I had to go to every event, and I carried raw meat in my purse.
Yes.
And sometimes lifesavers would get stuck to it.
Yeah, raw meat she had in her purse.
Correct. Chicken.
E. coli.
It was in a plastic bag.
Doesn't matter.
I
Those things
Ziploc.
leak.
I was
So they leak on her lipstick. She puts that on, gets E. coli. It's
I
all your
hope she's
fault.
okay.
I was privy to be invited to Sam's last birthday party.
Oh my God!
And they
What-
should be called birthday parties.
Was it just like a fucking 5-year-old
I
party?
felt like I was at a 5-year-old
Why?
birthday
It was a
party.
celebration for a birthday.
Why don't you explain to Anthony where we all had to eat chicken fingers because that's his favorite meal?
Of course, who's gonna pick the food at their birthday?
But everyone was looking at me like, I know this is weird, but this is what we
No,
do
that was
every
your
year for
imagination.
Sam.
Pin the tail on a donkey, and everybody has to pull foreskins over there.
so they can't see.
And
Get
then-
it?
Yeah, your liverwurst penis.
And I was circumcised.
What was served for your birthday party?
Well, chicken fingers.
Yep.
I
And your
guess-
dad, who's like old school, like I could tell his dad is a meat eater. He wants a
Wanted a
good, solid
steak or-
fucking steak.
He likes
and a nice baked
burger.
potato. What did he have to eat?
He likes the sesame chicken too.
Sesame
chicken
chicken
fingers.
I like sesame chicken.
Sesame chicken fingers.
Fingers is the key word.
Yeah.
there.
Well, it's with the
Not
homemade.
sesame chicken.
It's a homemade breading. She makes breadcrumbs and all this stuff put together.
Yeah.
She makes you chicken fingers?
Yeah, from scratch.
Yes.
I didn't think anyone did this. I
Yes.
thought you just bought them.
No, yeah, she makes the breading for it. Like she takes old bread and makes breadcrumbs.
She is so just enamored with you in a very
She
unhealthy,
loves
motherly
Sam.
way.
She
I'll bet you when
loves
you're not at home, I'll bet you she walks around with her iPod on just singing Sam, 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 to whatever song is on.
But why couldn't we eat other things?
Disturbing.
She just thinks about you all the time.
Why couldn't we eat other things? Why did we all have to eat chicken fingers?
There was a chocolate cake with vanilla frosting.
Do you like that?
I do.
What
It's
else
my
was
favorite.
served with the chicken fingers? I forgot.
Retarded.
There was no adult food on the table.
There was a vegetable plate, but it was like the small carrots and stuff.
It was icky and gross.
No, I ate baby carrots and cherry
Mother,
tomatoes.
I don't want this. Take it
Did
away,
you hear what he
dear.
just said? He does eat vegetables, but they're baby carrots and cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, just something you pop in your mouth.
He doesn't like eating like a normal sized tomato or a normal sized carrot.
Sam's a big carrot.
Sam's mom likes him to be baby boy Sam, so that's one reason he was continually given all baby boy foods, because this way she doesn't feel older if baby boy Sam is not
Right,
getting
baby
older.
boy Sam. She
wants
wants to fuck
to-
with his little wee wee.
Yeah, she wants to make Sam his little baby boy food
Yeah.
and always be Sam's mommy.
We had to drink out of sippy cups, which was really
That's awkward.
strange.
There
for
was
all
no.
of us.
Opie's exaggerating now.
That's awkward.
Oh, okay.
Little birthday cups,
Little
balloons on them.
There
You
were
got,
there
you
were
got one of those
glasses.
little popper mowers for a present.
That's incorrect.
And then we all had to sit around and watch Sam open the gifts like he was
Aw.
5 years old.
Did you have party hats?
There were no party hats. It was
But
an
there were
adult-
wrestling toys.
Well, I'm a collector.
A collector.
You collect piss under your foreskin.
You filthy dick.
Used to.
Hey, Allie dick. Fucking his dick smells like a foot.
and then every
Toe webbing.
every time a gift was open and the wrapping paper fell to the floor, Sam's mom ran and grabbed it and
Oh, really?
ran into another room. I don't know what that's
She
about.
sounds like a nice woman, but,
But I
she's
think
a
she was.
loon.
I think she was collecting the wrapping paper.
She's a kook. His mom's a kook.
Is it true
Yeah.
she collects the wrapping paper?
No, she would
Not
have, I'm
anymore?
sure, thrown it out. But she's a lovely woman, and I'm sure she appreciates all three of her children equally.
No.
You don't think so?
No,
You don't
I
either.
saw it for myself. No.
Okay.
Are you the youngest?
I'm the middle.
Wow, that's very rare.
I think your siblings are pretty much fed up with you, Sam.
You think so?
Oh yeah, they are.
You know what it is?
They're
She's
like another year we got to eat fucking chicken fingers.
she's nicer to him than the white ones. That's the problem. She has a weird guilt with Sam because she knows somebody
Yes.
snuck in.
Is that it?
Do your siblings have any other weird like food things?
Yeah.
My sister decided she was lactose intolerant at an older age, which is obviously nonsense.
I don't think you decide that.
Well,
Yeah,
she. I mean,
Who's Bobby?
huh? What
Who's Bobby?
do you mean? Who's Bobby?
I got this.
The champ?
It says for the other kids' birthdays, Bobby still makes Sam a special cake. This is anonymous.
Okay.
I wasn't supposed to read that far.
That's the mom, I guess. B-O-B-B-I, and I'm going to guess that
B-O-B-B-I-E
Okay,
is
and-
Roberta Roberts.
that must be the father texting.
Wait, who's Bobby?
My mom.
So for the other kids' birthdays, that means your brother and your sister.
I don't get a special cake.
That's what this person's saying. Bobby
Boom,
still
I make
makes...
him a cake. Boom, I ice it. Bam, I put it up.
Yeah, you know what? My kid, his dick, his neck doesn't come through the hole. Boom, he wakes up, he's got his paper, his penis is filled with urine.
People very close to you are throwing you under the bus. So wait a minute. So your brother has a birthday.
Yeah.
Bobby, your mom.
Yeah.
Now bakes the nice cake for your brother, right?
Yeah.
But bakes a special cake for you because you're not
No.
going to eat your brother's cake.
That's
That's
inaccurate.
what this person is saying.
2 cakes on a birthday just so you could eat cake.
Inaccurate. It doesn't.
Cupcakes is coming in. Cupcakes.
Okay, this is what I'm about to say.
Cupcakes.
It's inaccurate to make that statement about a birthday. It doesn't happen on birthdays, but for an occasion like a Thanksgiving or a Christmas where a pie is more traditional.
Yes.
Some of us prefer not to eat a pie.
You want cake.
One person in
instead
the
of a
house.
pie.
Everyone
So-
else is eating pie, and you have to have a cupcake.
There'll be pies made, and then there'll be a batch of chocolate cupcakes with vanilla frosting.
For you.
I don't mind a
I w-
batch of cupcakes.
No,
Yes.
but it's for him.
How about this?
Like he can't even have a piece of pie with the grown-ups.
But I don't make a big deal about things. I'll just say I prefer not to have pie. Thank you anyway.
This is what should have happened. I'm going to be Sam's mom, and I want Sam to be Sam.
Okay.
Sam, let's just say it's the holiday. I want you to say, I'd like cupcakes because I prefer them.
I'd like some cupcakes, some chocolate with vanilla frosting. That's what I prefer.
Have pie like everyone else, cunt.
Oh.
Yes.
That never like.
Why wouldn't she? Have you ever been reprimanded by your mom?
Yeah, I've been reprimanded by
In
my
which
mom.
way? What would you
No
say was the
fucking way.
strictest thing she's ever done to you in your whole life that you remember as being like, wow, mom was pissed and she did this to me? Like either a beating or what?
She was not the disciplinarian of the household for sure.
Of course she wasn't.
But for times when I would have a smart mouth or something, when I'd be talking back.
She'd put her vagina in it.
Okay, no, that's disgusting.
Wow.
That's awful.
Wow.
She's probably listening.
Wow.
She probably heard you say that, and she will be offended.
I want to apologize to Bobby.
apologize
Please
to Bobby.
do. Yeah,
Please
Bobby.
do.
I'm sorry for
Please do. That's very
Anthony's inappropriateness.
Yeah.
It's uncalled for.
That is terrible.
Okay.
I do apologize.
So your dad disciplined you. He would put you over his handlebar mustache knee.
No, there's no mustache. My mom would at times open hand smack me in the mouth.
Wow. That's kind of
It would just put it like that, and
but
then
that's really kind of violent. Like,
Right.
Like
That was
a
probably
fac-
traumatic for
a
her to
facial
have to go
smack.
there.
or during road trips, she would always, when we were arguing with each other in the back seat, smack the thigh of whoever was nearest as hard as she could because she was in the front seat. So she'd turn around,
She'd reach back
and
give the old
smack you.
smack.
Right, and then she'd fucking watch that little pinworm wiggle in your shorts.
This person continues to throw you under the bus, Sam.
Great.
He hates pie.
That's true.
He's a freak.
Okay.
And
That's a judgment
Bobby
call.
does his laundry.
That's true. But it's not like she's always
How old
now. Right now I'm 26 years old.
And your
I'll be
mom's doing your
27.
laundry?
This is what's happening here. In college,
But you don't live at home, by the way.
I do
if
not
you
live
lived
at
at home, I would see where, okay, mom's doing laundry. What the fuck? I'll do your laundry.
in college, I did my own laundry. I was away from home. Then I moved to an apartment that had a washing machine in it. I did my own laundry there. We moved to this new apartment where the only laundry machine you have to pay for.
Yeah.
And we end up going to my parents' house maybe once every week or two for dinner. And my mom says, why don't you bring your laundry over here? You don't have to pay for the machines.
And you then say, no, Mom, it's okay. I'm a responsible adult.
Right.
I can do the laundry. Or
Mom, you really got to let me go.
Yeah.
And live my life.
See, that's what the person messaging you would like me to say if I think I know who's messaging you. And there have been arguments to that effect. But...
I think I have to cut your umbilical cord.
Yeah, cut
still
the umbilical
attached.
cord.
I'll bet
I
you
didn't
that-
even get to work with that thing still attached.
I'll bet you while she's folding his clothes, she's just singing, I'm folding Sammy's shirt. I'm folding Sammy's
It's probably
underpants.
just a musical in that house.
My mom says she does not mind, in fact, somewhat enjoys doing laundry. So it's a non-issue for her, and I'd rather budget the money to a better cause.
Your skid marked underwear.
There's
your
no-
mom is
Does she do
saying-
Jess's stuff too, or does she
No,
does
no.
She, oh, of course not.
Oh,
make
oh
make
my
the whore do it
God.
herself.
No. But that's not.
I'm not washing her dirty underpants.
Yes.
Why doesn't she do your girlfriend's
She's
laundry?
offered, but Jess has been like, I mean,
But
Now it doesn't make sense.
Jess has said, I appreciate the offer, but
now
I would.
it's off.
I
Now
would,
it doesn't make sense.
I would prefer to do the laundry myself.
So how does Jess do it?
So at that point, shouldn't you say I also prefer to do my own laundry?
No, because Jess pays for the machines downstairs. I don't want to pay for machines.
Why doesn't Jess just do yours?
Yeah.
Because then, I mean, we'd still have to do multiple loads. It's
So
just a
what?
matter of paying for the machines. I don't want to pay for
Not
them.
that much.
Yeah.
Pay for the machine.
Once a
Come
week,
on.
stop.
How
It's
much
not
more
that.
would it be
Yeah,
for
how
you
much
to do
more?
your laundry with Jess's laundry?
Once a week.
It could be upwards of
$7?
Not. I mean, maybe over 2 weeks. $7.
Are you a cheapskate or just? That's not a cheapskate.
No, they don't pay him, man.
You
That's
depend,
not being that cheap.
You depend
That's not a good enough
on your
excuse,
mommy.
but they don't pay him.
No,
You
because
have a grave dependence on your mommy.
You want to be a little boy.
no, because if she said I'm not going to do your laundry anymore, I'd be like, that's fine. I wouldn't hold a grudge. I would just do it myself and pay the
Yeah, but
money.
she's enabling.
She is enabling.
It's not.
I
yeah.
got another message here.
Oh, good. I was just hoping you would.
She's not, and not is in capital letters, my servant.
Right. That would see that kind of gave away who your anonymous texter would be. Jess feels more comfortable doing her own laundry, as if to say, "Look, I appreciate you offering to do my laundry, Sam's mom, but I don't want to. You're not my like. I feel uncomfortable having you do things
So
for me.
she
You're not my
believes-
servant."
But by saying that, she's in essence saying that she is your servant.
She thinks that I'm taking advantage.
Yeah,
She does. She does think I'm taking a bit
but
of
it gives
advantage.
mommy something too because she loves her.
Mom
little
wants
Sam.
to do it too.
You know what? I would fucking take advantage of that. Fuck yeah.
Do a little you don't have to do your own laundry. You get it done for free. I'm perfectly capable of doing my own laundry and have done it in the past.
If you have a girlfriend, I would agree with that. But you have a chick who's doing it.
Yeah,
she's already going down with her
Right.
her clothes. So it's like it's not like you got to drive. It's in the building, right?
It's in the building.
See that?
Fair.
All right, this is so instead, you load your fucking laundry up in your vehicle.
Not waste gas.
Drive to your mommy's.
No, not waste gas.
Not
because,
Jess's, right?
Because I will go when I was going anyway. So if we're going over for
Which
dinner,
is pretty much every day.
I'll bring some laundry. Not every day. I said
When does she do the laundry? While you're there?
no. So then I'll come pick it up next time I'm over.
Oh my God! Is there ever an instance
That means you're
where
over your mom's a lot, because who could go that long without new clothes?
Right.
Or
I
clean
go.
clothes?
No, I could go a week.
Sam, does this ever happen? Like you got your laundry, but mistakenly, like one pair of panties might get in there.
No.
Of Jess's, and then your mom you hear her scream.
No, I'm
As
sure.
she holds them up, looking at them angrily.
If
maybe she sewed his foreskin closed, so he would never have
there
sex.
was nothing.
Did the doctor ever check that out?
Again,
That maybe it was normal, and she delicately stitched it shut so you couldn't have sex.
This conversation has taken a turn for the worse. There was nothing medically
accurate
wrong with the foreskin. It was just something aesthetically that I chose to do.
No, we saw pictures.
That's
we saw pictures.
No,
there
it's
was,
not
there was definitely
aesthetic.
something
Yeah,
wrong
it's
with your
not
teeth.
just
It's a
aesthetic.
maggot. You had a maggot cock.
Okay, see, you had a sea cucumber, man.
I understand that.
Like you couldn't pull it down.
I couldn't
down
pull it.
over your head, so that's definitely
Brundle
a
dick.
problem.
But the doctor that I spoke to said it was okay for the time being. There may have been an issue in the future. I don't know.
Being, you're
I don't
fucking.
know.
You were 19.
Exactly.
How much more time being?
Exactly. So maybe it would have been fine. But
For
I
19
chose.
years, you were blowing up your cock like a piss balloon.
Correct. But there was nothing wrong with it.
No, there is something
That's
wrong.
exactly-
With
There's
that.
something wrong
That's
with
not normal.
No, yes.
I
come on.
appreciate all your
Your
judgments.
dick looked like Belushi in a food fight.
I appreciate all your judgments, but I'll take the word of the urologist.
Try to guess what I am now. Sam's dick. Get it?
I get it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Animal House.
Circumcision at 19 years old.
Yeah, and then after a week,
And
after
mommy issues. This
Well,
is an
there's no
amazing
mommy
break.
issues.
What?
No, there are huge mommy issues. Yeah.
You think so?
Either
Nah.
I don't know how big the
See-
mommy issue is with you, but there's a huge son issue with mommy.
Yeah.
big, both
Thank
ways.
you for saying that,
Yeah.
because I actually saw the relationship. Sam would do what any guy in this room would do, take advantage of that. You're taking advantage of your mom's kindness. Why not? Who the fuck wants to do their own laundry? But your mom loves this kid more than the other
Yeah.
two kids.
We could have dinner over at the house multiple times per week.
Easily.
Never do.
Does she smell your underwear and then suggest vitamins?
No,
that
she
you can
doesn't.
use?
She doesn't do that.
I'm not smelling enough vitamin B12.
Does she ask to see your stool?
No, she's never asked to
Oh
see
my
my
God,
stool.
she looks at your stools?
I just said no.
A stool sample?
You have to listen to the
No.
response, not just the question.
I heard what Danny said.
I know,
that's
but then I
weird.
responded by saying
How does she do that? She
incorrect.
just pokes around?
She
What does
does.
she use?
She runs in and she checks.
That's fabrication.
For color and odor.
Yeah, I think your duties are collecting somewhere.
No, my fecal matter is
I think
disposed
she-
of in my
I
apartment.
think she put some kind of trap in where they don't actually, flush all the way to where they go.
She pulls a lever and like a train, it switches tracks and goes to a special place.
Like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom.
It's a log flume.
I bet you she doesn't want Sam to dress older too. Like if it's an event, he puts his suit on. She probably says, "Oh, don't be such a fuddy duddy." Makes him take his suit off. And
Do you still wear onesies in front of your mom?
No, that's a ridiculous premise.
Does she buy you Oshkosh Bagosh?
No, she buys me proper clothing when she buys me clothing, but for the most part, I buy my own clothing.
She still doesn't burp you,
Big
right?
boy.
No, of course not. That's silly.
All right,
I'm 26 years old.
All right, just
Exactly.
trying to figure this whole thing out.
Ridiculous.
he wears little kids' underwear as grass holes.
Are you mad when guests come over when she cooks your dinner because you can't use a bob?
No, I don't use a
baba?
baba.
You have a little
That's
nook?
something a small baby would use. I drink milk out of a glass.
Yeah, but you still drink milk.
I prefer milk
Do you
with dinner.
pick it
I
up
have
with
milk
two
every
hands?
once in a while. But
Do you pick the glass up with two hands and like you can barely handle
No, I
it?
just drink with one hand.
Mommy helps you.
A glass of
Does
milk
she
every
feed
night.
you with a spoon and then scrape the food off of your bottom lip and give it back to you?
Every night I feed myself.
You like cold milk?
Cold?
You like it cold, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have a giant milk with dinner, and
I
you
mean, a regular size.
okay.
Yeah.
So do you like chocolate milk?
Yeah, I mean, I like. Who doesn't like chocolate?
Of course
milk?
he does. He's black.
Strawberry?
I prefer chocolate.
Oh, yeah, right. He
grape
is
soda.
black. Yeah, he fucking loves Funyuns.
I do like Funyuns.
And grape
Of course you
soda.
do.
what does your bib look like? Does it have like I
Yeah.
love mommy?
You
on
mean
it?
from the time I was a child? What did it
no,
look like?
the
No,
one that you
now.
might be wearing when you go to dinner? over
Right.
at
I
your parents' house.
don't. I don't wear a bib when I eat these days.
Does your
Mommy
dad?
puts on you.
You know, we're leaving your dad alone. Does
Thank you for that.
Does your dad roll his eyes like, what the fuck is this all about?
No, my
Because he
dad.
loves you too. I see it. I see the love in this fucking family. It drives me nuts because I didn't have the same type of upbringing as Sam.
I picture
but
your
does your
dad-
dad go enough already? Ever?
I picture him just holding his hands over each ear really tight in a big chair when any of this is happening between you and your mom and just going, no, 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 no. Like really just angry at the situation.
He's not angry. I mean, a lot of the situations you've described have been exaggerated.
Yeah?
Yeah. So he's not angry at these situations because he sees that it's just normal interactions.
It's not normal. I think he's just disgusted. He's probably saddened by his wife's dependency on her son.
Yeah.
And disgusted with his son's predator-like advantage taking.
Tonight is a dinner at the parents' house, so I will find out.
And she doesn't swap out the milk for breast milk or anything, does she?
Well, I've told you. You brought up breast milk twice now, and I've told you that there is no more breast
sure?
milk to be
Do you
had.
know what breast milk tastes like?
Yes, I tasted breast milk ice cream.
Hey, so did I.
Hey,
That was nice.
Wow.
All right.
but yeah, like a
That
week.
was so rude. Ann's joke before was so
Was
rude.
very-
Oh, yeah.
was
I mean,
very-
I don't think it was
apologize
called
to Bobby,
for.
yeah.
Thank
Bobby's
you
a
for saying
very
that.
nice lady.
She seems very nice.
She doesn't have any major issues either.
No, she's the wife in Natural Born Killers.
Okay.
When Rodney's wife.
Rodney's wife.
Wow, sort of.
No, not sort of.
damn.
My father
I
is
was
not
there.
abusive.
I'm not saying your father's abusive, but
Rodney
the mom.
Dangerfield.
I think your mom wants to mother me a little bit.
Why do you think that?
I don't
You
know,
only
I
been
got-
over the house one time.
I got the feeling that she kind of had a thing for me, and not in that
Uh-oh.
more of
What?
a, like a mother-son way.
Really?
Yeah, I
Well,
felt
I mean-
Why, you're the same age.
no. Sam's parents had their kids old too, like
really?
me.
Well, I mean,
Is she
older.
just a-
older.
Is she a nurturing woman?
She's very nurturing.
She likes to nurture people and
Yes, and
help out.
and she takes very good care of Jess.
She's happy
know.
all the time.
She's a very happy lady,
like all the time. It's
and she
amazing.
takes very good care of my brother and sister as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But they've had it.
Yeah.
Putting
With the
fucking
attention you
floor
get.
I
cleaner
don't
in their
know.
soup when they're sick.
Exactly why they try to do a puppet show.
Stupid puppet show.
I'm a little puppet show. And the mother brings the cleaner in and dumps it in. That puppet show stunk. She deserved to be poisoned.
Oh, didn't she?
She had a life of failed puppet shows coming up. Kid in 6 cents would have amounted to nothing.
I knew this was coming in. Lydia.
Oh, great.
Oh, well.
Good. I'm glad.
Lydia.
Good morning, boys. Congratulations, Opie. I cannot believe that the three of you have become the judge of what's a normal mother.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lydia.
I've
You're right.
already said that. It's a very different mother thing than what I'm used to. And sure, there's probably a little jealousy.
Sounds to me like
I
everybody
remember-
in this room.
I remember once I was late for curfew by 5 minutes, and my mom said, "Bake your own fucking birthday cake."
Okay, that's
Wow.
harsh.
Wow.
I remember one time I dropped the cement on my mother's finger and she went, "You fuck!"
Yeah, that's right. I love that one.
You fuck.
Because just the thought of your sweet mom who loves her Jimmy saying something like that is hysterical.
No.
You know what? Jimmy's mom, very sweet, too.
She must have been
it's all
so
right.
mad.
And I witnessed Jimmy's mom bringing fucking birthday gifts. Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Well, 4 months too late?
Yeah.
3 months
To
too
the
late?
Borgata.
3 months too late to the
Your gig at
Borgata.
the Borgata?
Yeah, brought the birthday gifts all wrapped.
Right.
I mean, the Christmas gifts. So there's a sweetness with Jimmy's mom, too. And with Ann's mom, for that matter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My mom is great.
And
When
my
I was
mom
growing
is,
up, I didn't have issues.
My mom's sweet in her own.
She's got her good
Way.
qualities.
In her
You had
own
no
way.
issues growing up, Anthony. It was all your dad, not your mom at all.
Oh, you
right?
think so?
How the fuck
You
do
think
you
so?
know?
Yeah, what did we sit down and fucking hash this out?
Right.
Shut it. Go get implants to fucking get your self-esteem up, you drunk.
I'm just saying you shouldn't hate on Sam.
Thank you very much, Lydia.
I'm not hating on Sam. I'm just saying
Exactly.
that his mother's a little too
Sam-
doting on a boy of his age.
For the show, would you breastfeed off Lydia's big boobies?
No, actually, I don't think I would.
And stop using lingo like you're fucking one of Snoop Dogg's posse. Don't hate on him. I don't want my therapist talking like fucking Snoop. Don't hate on me, bitch. Boo.
Okay, guys, punching out.
Yeah.
You didn't even
Bunch of
add
punchy
anything.
self.
She thinks that I'm completely normal.
You think
No.
Sam is normal with the mom?
I think that it's pretty typical, yeah.
Thank you very much, Lydia. I think you're right.
Not at 26, 27.
Lydia is a medical professional.
I am indeed.
Yes, Lydia knows. She's gone to school for this. She knows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I want to pee in your mouth.
Why?
Lydia's.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want to pee in my mouth? Is that what you said?
Why not? Piss all over those big tits.
Yeah. Hey, piss tits, how are you?
That'd be great. You know, I'm not even into like fucking water sports like that, but just have Lydia laying down with her giant ample fucking implants and then just a real long, like you've just drank water all day, you held it in.
Where you got to lean against the wall to brace yourself?
You're just exhausted from standing there pissing so long, and just have you soaked in piss.
That sounds really sexy, Anthony.
Doesn't it?
I think it
Oh, yeah.
I'd aim for your nipples so it would kind of spread the stream out and splash in your face. How
I'll
great
come
would
over
that
the
be?
compound. We could do it live.
Wouldn't that be good? Then I'll choke you.
Boy, it sounds to me like somebody's got some issues.
Great. Okay, just trying to stick up for Sam a little. Sorry.
Thank you.
All right,
Stick
Lydia.
up for Sam.
I think Sam
See you
still
later.
needs sticking up for
There
because
goes
he's
Lydia.
got a mother that does everything for him.
That's incorrect. That's inaccurate.
Can we take a break now?
Sam's a girly boy.
No, not true.
Hey, he's just taking advantage of his own mom.
Yeah, but
That's not true either. we all have a very healthy relationship.
no, you don't. He still eats the baby food.
I don't eat baby
Sam's a
food.
girly boy.
The baby food.
Yeah, what is your favorite baby food? I hear they're pretty good.
I don't eat baby foods.
You do.
Does she blend up your food?
No, why would she blend up?
Does she cut your chicken into small pieces so you don't choke?
I cut my own food and feed myself.
But she initially cuts it up into finger strips.
Well,
and,
I mean, I
and
prefer
breads
it.
them.
I prefer a chicken finger.
Why wouldn't she just do it
Homemade.
with a whole chicken, right? Get this, like a chicken breast,
Like
right?
a cutlet?
Or cutlet, and then just bread it with the breading stuff instead of making little bite-sized fingers, so that little Sammy can use a fork and a knife. Or would you hurt yourself?
No, I wouldn't. I've used forks and knives before.
Yeah?
But, I mean, I like a chicken finger. Everybody likes chicken fingers.
No.
No?
No.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't go out of my way to order it, though, if it's around.
How about mac and cheese?
No, I don't eat pastas.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What you don't eat any? That isn't like a pasta. That's mac and cheese.
No, it's a
It's not like
I don't eat
marinara
that.
Just because he was babied. If his mother had said, "You're eating this, shut up," he would have eaten it.
You really don't eat mac and cheese?
No.
No. And he's saying it like, no. I'm not gay. Listen to him.
It's the greatest comfort food of all time.
I don't eat
Ask your dad.
any pasta, noodles, anything like that.
Noodles, no egg noodles?
No, nothing.
What about like soup with noodles in it?
No, because I don't eat soup
noodles.
either.
You don't eat soup
I
at
don't
all?
eat soup or noodles.
What the fuck? How do you not eat soup?
I don't like soup.
Don't you like a good clam chowder?
No, that looks disgusting.
I'm not a fan of soups.
Love
pasta,
soup.
though. What the fuck?
All he wants
With
is
a nice
things
red
shaped.
sauce?
He wants
I don't
things
like-
shaped like his awful dick, chicken fingers and fish sticks.
I don't like the texture of pasta.
Yeah, you got a texture problem.
And you don't eat steak?
No. Yeah, the only really
Pasta?
Burger?
You know how great
no meat
pasta
really,
is?
except chicken.
And then no vegetables except little pieces of fucking baby
Well, I mean,
carrots.
I'll have some
Baby
lettuce here
carrots.
and there and stuff.
Doesn't that look delicious?
It doesn't look at all
There's
delicious.
nothing better than a chicken soup with a big wide egg noodle in it and some carrots, nice chickeny broth.
No, because I like vegetables raw, so there's nothing in there that's appetizing.
How about, do you like, fuck, I forgot what I was going to, not chicken, you don't eat fish sticks?
Mashed potatoes.
No, well, I mean, not really. I've tried them.
God,
but
mashed
no.
potatoes?
Your menu is very limited.
I raw potatoes.
Starchy.
Wait, actually raw?
Yeah.
That's what your dad eats too, right?
Yeah,
Is
you
that
just-
is that part of his
Put a lot of
greatest treats
salt
of all
on it?
time?
Yeah, you just, but those are good. You just peel them, wash them, put some salt on it, and slice it up.
Fuck that.
It's crunchy. It's good.
Yeah, raw potato wouldn't
Raw
be bad.
potato's good.
You ever have a
If you're
baked potato?
starving.
Bagel bites are good.
Do you eat pizza?
Bagel bites are good.
Bagel bites are pretty good.
Pizza?
Pizza I love.
Yay.
You really
Pizza time.
are a child.
I mean, no. I'm a well-developed
Do you think
26-year-old
you'll
man.
ever grow into big boy food?
No.
Like
No.
to be able to go when you go out with Jess,
Yeah.
your lovely, lovely girl Jess, and you go to a nice restaurant. Do you ever take her out to a nice restaurant?
Well, there was an issue. We went to a nice restaurant with Jess and my family for my sister's birthday, and I guess she was turning 30, and so it was like a really nice restaurant, and they don't even have a menu. It's a 5-course meal.
Oh, wow.
And they bring you the courses.
Oh boy!
But I was
Someone
like,
tells me one of those courses wasn't chicken fingers.
right. I told my parents before we went. I was like, it's not a big deal, but I'm not gonna eat a whole lot here.
Sam has also got, like, as a middle child, there's an attention thing with that, too, that probably started very young.
Yep.
A way of getting extra attention and special treatment.
I mean-
Because at the time he was the youngest one, he didn't feel like the middle.
Yeah.
There's something else with that. It's not just textures.
It's probably also why I do this for a living. Attention.
Nah, yeah, I
Don't
understand
drag
that.
us into your circle of fucking motherly need.
Exactly. Don't that make it look like we're all in the same boat, guys? We're not.
We all have our own problems.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
This one's yours.
Oh.
No Bones wants to know if you eat pussy.
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
that's
well-
something you do. Yeah.
Lick ass?
No, I mean I would.
Oh,
It hasn't
God.
gotten on there.
But what sound does it make when you eat the pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually. It doesn't make a sound.
I
luckily.
forgot, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
I'm sure we have it.
We do, but I was just wondering
Yeah,
if
what
you
sound?
remember.
I mean, I don't know if I could duplicate.
Go ahead.
Give it a try. Go ahead.
I think the sound. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I don't know what
Does
sound.
your tongue really come out like that when you eat pussy?
I can't. I would have to.
Do you
have
just have to
one
have
in
a pussy
front
in
of
front
me.
You just
Yeah.
lap at the lips?
No, I'm not. I know what I'm
Lap at the
doing.
You do?
I know what
I've
I'm
seen
doing.
Sam at a movie with a bucket of popcorn, eating popcorn like a turtle, like where he just kind of opens his mouth and just kind of like pecks at the popcorn with his tongue.
How do you do it?
Well, you just go because the butter is on it. You don't want to get your fingers all greasy, so you just put the popcorn. Go, and then
Are you
popcorn
kidding me?
sticks to your tongue.
So you don't use your
You're
hand.
a fucking fly.
exactly, that's the type of
You just kind of stick your tongue out and let the popcorn get stuck to your tongue and then
just for that top bit while it's still warm and still very buttery because you don't want to get your fingers greasy. Because you're not going to do it like halfway into the bucket. That's
You're a
ridiculous.
weirdo.
he's
You're a weirdo.
He's a little boy.
Do you order off order off kids' menus?
No.
At some of these restaurants?
I bet you do
Why not?
sometimes.
They have all the food you would want.
I don't like to make a fuss.
Yeah, he
just won't eat?
He's not demanding
Correct. Yeah,
about it. He'll
no.
just sit there and not eat.
Yeah, I just won't, or I'll say, can you make this plain? If not, whatever.
Jesus.
I'm good with bread.
All right, let's take a break. This is amazing.
I am stunned.
Yeah.
8:30.
Learned something new, though. That's nice.
8:30.
Yeah, if you want to get an adult circumcision, go for it.
Oh, yeah, that's what this started with.
It'll take a couple weeks to heal fully before it stops hurting, but it'll be worth
Did
it.
mommy kiss it all better?
No, that's one of those ugly comments.
I know. Sorry.
That's an ugly
Apologize
comment.
to Bobby again.
Did she rub that that lubey stuff on it to help it heal?
I mean,
Because that's
no.
what I'm doing with my kids, so I would imagine.
I was fully able to do it myself. I think
It's like a Vaseline type of thing.
You now owe her an apology too. I think.
Yeah.
Bobby, I'm really sorry because
Thank
I
you.
really like you a lot.
Thank you.
I mean, I really,
Baby got a boo boo.
Okay, that's.
I really.
Then it's been
like
it's been
Bobby.
2 years. It's not healing
Yeah.
anymore.
You don't have to rub in the bacitracin by hand really quickly.
Well, you apologized and you went back to the. Now it's like she's giving me a hand job.
Well, you're thinking that, you sick fuck.
really quick.
That's not where he was going.
I mean, I don't think I think a lot of what happened here this morning shouldn't have.
Danny has a picture of your cock on the
That's
screen.
not. That's a salami with a wrapper around it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got
Yeah.
The
confused.
tip is tied shut.
You think she'd apply it very fast?
Yes, very rapidly.
That's ridiculous. She wouldn't apply it at all.
Why? You got to get the
No.
medicine on it.
I put the medicine on myself.
And the
without
only
a
reason you go
problem.
really quickly because you're
Yeah.
going to try to push your hands away. and
You want to
stuff.
get it in. You got to get it in deep into the wound, so she would really crank on it.
You don't have to get it. I mean, it's fine. And I took care of it myself
Oh, good.
without doing it rapidly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I misunderstood.
Yeah, I hope so.
I have a feeling we're going to all have to fucking send Bobby flowers today.
An apology note and flowers.
He's going to get a lot of flowers today from us.
I hope so. She deserves it after this. That she's
Bobby's
gone
terrific.
Through. And none of this came from me. This is all
Of
from
course not. No, no.
All right, listen.
from you guys.
We got a break.
my
Slash is coming in at 9:30. We'll do a little more radio before Slash. Stay there.
You're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM.
O&A, moving right along. Slash coming in at 9:30. I think this is off his album, right? Just playing some of the hooks from his new CD. That's called Slash. I Hold On? Okay. The Kid Rock song?
I love that one. I tell you, my favorite one is the weird one at the end. It's oh God, what's the last? I'm sorry, it's Saints and Sinners. Saint is a Sinner by that Rocco DeLuca. Man, I love that song.
Then we got a copy of Paradise City. We're gonna have to ask him about this.
Who's singing?
Our copy of the CD doesn't have Paradise City. He did that with Fergie and Cypress Hill.
You sure it's not secret hidden?
Not on our copy. I can't find it.
Well, how is
I know it
Fergie's
was a
first
bonus
song?
I know it was a bonus track, but not on the one we got.
Don't you have to sit there though and wait and wait and wait and then
It tells you
plays?
how long the track is.
Yeah, but what if it's
I'm telling
like
you.
tricky?
No, it's not tricky. I'm
Well,
telling you.
Fergie has one song.
Fergie.
Watch.
That's actually how you say that.
This will be the end of the song right here. Watch, okay? How the fuck do you do this? Hold on a minute.
Yeah. Language. It's my home, young man.
That's how it ends.
This is how it ends, right? And usually the bonus track, you watch it just, dun, dun, and then it just stops, see? CD player stops.
Wow, 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 wow.
There's no bonus track, so I'm confused.
It's a B-side, I think, on the Japan release.
You know what?
On a Japan release? Why
that
would
happens
they do that?
a lot. They do that a lot.
Ozzy's new album has a song that's only for Japanese release too. Why is that?
I don't know, but Japanese releases tend to have like one or two extra bonus tracks a lot of the time.
Why are the Japs special?
Yeah.
Well, I don't-
What about us Americans? We want the bonus track.
And they'll normally show up a lot of times like on maybe like the B-side of a single later on, but it's on Slash's
that?
album in Japan. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's been happening for decades.
Yeah, I noticed the same thing on Scream. I was like, what the fuck? I want to hear these extra songs, but they're only for Japanese release. I'm going to ask Slash angrily in the hallway.
Yeah, we're going to have to ask. But we have a copy. You want to hear how Paradise City sounds with Fergie and Cypress Hill?
Fergie is very good.
Fergie.
Wow, we were only going to play a piece of that, but wow.
I wish it was
Look, man,
pure Fergie without Cypress Hill. I would rather have just heard Fergie sing that. She was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, Cypress Hill, did their
Cypress Hill kind of,
their little thing in the beginning, and then
urbaned it up.
Fergie knocked it out of the fucking out of the park.
They urbaned it up.
I mean, look, Axl singing Paradise City. You can't trash it whatsoever. But as far as an interpretation, Fergie did a great job on that.
I don't think Fergie did a bad job doing that.
Holy shit! It's cool to hear her like a rocker too.
But that's Cypress Hill.
That was
I
a little rough
prefer.
for
I wish they weren't terrible, but I would rather. She was so good. I would rather have just heard her.
Everything just sounds like that.
Yeah, I thought. I just want to say her name again.
Fergie.
No.
Fergie.
Fergie.
Fergie. He did a very.
I like the way Fergie did that.
Well,
Fergie was pretty good.
That's not off Slash's CD.
When he comes in, please let's just say his name. Only say her name like that.
I will, absolutely.
Like that's the proper way to say it.
Like,
and he'll be like,
Fergie?
what?
No.
You say, no, it's actually Fergie.
Fergie. That's how she pronounces it.
Yeah.
When is he coming in?
9:30.
9:30.
I love the CD, man. I usually don't like new music, as everybody knows, but I love all the music I heard yesterday.
When you talk music, I mean, looking at the instant feedback, a lot of people love it, and a lot of people are like,
Do they think that she wasn't good, though?
People hate it. They hate Fergie. They hated.
They might not have liked Cypress Hill, but how do you not like Fergie?
I liked Fergie, the way she sounded in that. She had a good.
They don't like the re-imaging of it, but I mean, it's Slash
What are you
gave
gonna
his
do?
stamp
Just
of approval to
cover
go,
it?
hey man,
Exactly.
this sounds cool. Let's do it this way. Sarah in Buffalo writes, Sarah goes, I get it, but Fergie has not earned the right to remake a Guns N' Roses song,
Why don't you
period.
tell Sarah to stop being melodramatic.
Earn the right.
Tough call, even though Slash invited her to do it. That's the key. Slash, this isn't a cover band. Slash, the guy that probably wrote the fucking music for the song. Said, Fergie, come on in and sing this for me. I think it would be kind of cool. Just tough to hear anyone but Axl and the boys do this. Yeah, but Axl's a fucking dick. Axl doesn't want to perform with Slash. What do you want Slash to do?
How many years ago was the last time they did that together? Just don't worry about it.
But a lot of
Things
people
happen.
were wowed by Fergie fucking belting that out.
Who?
Fergie.
I don't know who you're talking about. Stop making up people.
Making up people.
You know who this lady is.
God damn.
But I mean, he just gets everyone this. I mean, fucking IG Pop. I mean, to be able to pull that off. We keep going.
I think Cypress Hill could have been.
Keith J's like, the song needed to be redone. Slash is putting out a whole CD of new music and saying, you know what? Let's have fun with one of my old songs.
Simmer down, Keith.
There are
everyone calm the fuck down.
hardcore fucking Guns N' Roses fans that will not allow anything to defile their sacred collection.
I think that's why he invited Cypress Hill, to really change it up so it doesn't sound exactly like the original.
I love
That's probably why you went in that direction.
Don't you love a good cover? I mean, it's because it doesn't change the original song. It's not like the original song is being replaced.
Yeah.
You don't earn the right. Get a hold of yourself, lady.
She has not earned the right.
She's gotta be around for a while.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I think Fergie has earned the right. She sold a few records in the last few years. Holy fuck.
Yeah, maybe a couple, huh?
Holy fuck. Let's go to Footer. Footer.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, I had a question for Slash. He's not in there, though, yet.
Exactly, so why don't you ask it later?
There might be a little controversy if you ask him. I don't know if you can answer, but a few of the artists that he wanted to get to sing said either contractually, like they couldn't do it, and then there's a few that didn't want to do it. Maybe we can press them to find out why.
The reason I took the call is I heard Jack White said no to Slash.
Yeah,
and that's a biggie. Jack White said no to Slash's invitation. I don't know. We'll ask Slash when he comes in here. That's a surprise.
Were any of them being dicks off? Or were a lot of them away?
Who else have you heard, Footer? Because I mean, he's got an all-star lineup on. This
I heard Mel
CD.
Tillis turned him down.
Mel Tillis.
I'm glad.
Did you write Mel Tillis on that?
I'm glad he did get Fernicky, but that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Jack White, Vince Neil, what?
Wow, really?
Somebody says Vince Neil.
Jesus.
But I'm just reading. So
I heard Jim Neighbors said he asked Jim Neighbors to sing "Oh My Papa." And he
Oh
turned
My
it down.
Papa, and he'll suck his dick at the same time. Big flaming wuss. Oh. Gomer Pyle. Shut up with your opera.
I'll call back later. Punch it out, boys.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't...
He got turned down by a lot of people.
Bad. Yeah. That's a shame. Any more on the list?
I just heard a bunch.
Yeah? Like who?
I can't think of anybody.
I wanted to get Jack White to sing on something, but he didn't want to sing, told musicradar.com. He said, I'll play drums, I'll play guitar, but I don't want to sing. He was one guy that I wanted to work with. Pretty much everyone else that I went after, I managed to get.
So why did you let him play drums?
What the fuck is going on with Jack White?
He's a singer. Why didn't you want to sing?
Exactly. What's wrong with him?
And someone's saying that Fergie was a rock singer before she got into
was
Black Eyed Peas.
Pop fucking whatever
Superstar.
that is. Yeah. A pop superstar. Don't want to be a spoiler for anybody out there that didn't see Lost, so I won't give any details or anything. But,
I did. How about we warn them we're going to spoil it? Give them a few seconds.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, but it's coming.
Quick,
let you know it's coming.
This is the last, while you're tuning off, the last regular season episode was last night. And then Sunday at 7 Eastern, we get a, 3-hour fucking...
Well, 7 o'clock from 9 o'clock is a 2-hour recap. And then 9 to 11:30 is the finale.
All right.
And then 12 o'clock is Jimmy Kimmel.
Enough. It's going to be a long night, but that sounds great.
And then we have to come to work.
That's a long-ass fucking...
I liked last night, though.
And then Saturday night, ABC's airing the pilot.
Why?
It's going to be one of those pop-up Losts because they never did the pilot with,
with the pop-up?
with the information on them.
And then, so what's their fucking gimmick here? Why play the pilot if they're not going to do something to try to
they're going to close it
get
out.
more money?
They're probably going to close it out with tie-ins to the pilot. So
Yeah.
They want, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just making it like a Lost weekend.
Yes,
on
Lost
ABC.
Weekend. Yeah. Nice. I was very annoyed at the amount of commercials last night. I noticed more commercials than I've ever seen on any Lost episode. It was crazy.
It was good, though, right?
7 minutes of fucking programming and then fucking 10 minutes of commercials. Yeah, I liked it.
I enjoyed it.
I figured you'd like it.
Oh, boy, thank God. I'm not going to say any name, but somebody got her throat cut. Yay! Yay!
Yeah, when that happened, that was great. It was great to see Ben get his ass handed to him again.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen Ben get beat up in quite a while.
But now he looks the same as he did.
Yes, he's all beat up. He looks the same. And then on the flash sideways, you have tender sentiments, Ben. Very tender, very sweet, caring Ben. And then on the other side of the island, he has just completely lost his fucking shit.
Yeah.
I think he's just resigned himself to the fact that this is it. He's going to fucking die somehow, and he doesn't care, and he wants to kill as many people as he can.
It's really, it's this.
He's really turning evil.
This is a very good episode last night. I love Desmond.
And when when Ben pulled out the pistol and just starts shooting, when Locke is speaking with a certain gentleman, just a great scene.
Well, if we're spoiling it, I mean,
well,
yeah, we are spoiling it.
You don't want to spurl every.
Widmore.
I was so happy.
How great was that? It's just all of a sudden he's starting to get shot. You're like, what the fuck just happened? And they go to Ben, and he's there with a pistol. I've had it with this asshole.
Yeah. He doesn't get to save his daughter.
It was. Now, what do you think about Albert? Is he? You think he's still alive? I don't think they gave him a big enough send-off. The smoke monster came, of course, and launched him into a tree and a roof or some shit. But then we didn't see him after that. And I think a character as pivotal and huge as they would have given a bigger, more dramatic send-off.
They didn't give Saeed that big one, even though he was fucking...
But you knew he was dead. Like, they show him carrying explosives and blows up.
Yeah,
Saeed, dead. Richard Albert, he kind of gets thrown, but he's immortal kind of a thing. So who knows?
Oh yeah, he can't die.
Yeah,
that was the thing.
Well, and also, I was mentioning to Anthony earlier is that when Echo died, or usually when the smoke monster
That
kills
Echo.
somebody, you see him, smashing the guy like on
Yeah.
a tree or on the ground. You didn't see what he did with Richard.
No, just launched them.
Too bad they couldn't get Echo back for one episode. I did my impression of him.
Oh yeah, let me hear.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Echo.
That doesn't sound
I
like
gotta find my brother. For those of you that know Lost, it's a dead-on Echo.
It is really dead on. And there was a point during last night's episode where I started laughing hysterically when Desmond started his car again.
Oh, it's great.
I absolutely thought he was just going to run the fuck over John Locke again, which
gonna
would
be
have
like a
been
Looney Tunes cartoon.
hysterical. Like John Locke's coming back, they're like, "Welcome back, Mr. Locke," and he's wheeling himself across the lot, all still cut up and everything. And if he would have whammed into him again, I'd have pissed myself laughing.
Ben had the line of the night when he was just like, "Don't you even think about it."
Yeah, he just comes out on the hood of his car. Don't you even think about it. Very good episode. I think that was good. And now we only have the last one. I can't believe
Desmond
we're
Sam.
so close to it being over.
Desmond saying, I'm helping him let go. That was great.
Yeah,
That was like a Lost moment. Like that
was
felt
good.
like Lost.
Right.
The writing was good. It didn't feel like fucking cheesy. They didn't weigh it down with nonsense. Everything
Yeah.
was kind of going somewhere.
Yeah, I kind of like that. And then when Jacob by the fire, he goes, sit down and I'm going to tell you all why you're here. I just yelled out, I'm in my own movie theater watching it. I yell out, "No, you're not!" I'm so jaded and annoyed that they don't wrap shit up that I was expecting to get no answer. But he gave an answer to the people. And what do you think of this whole Jack thing? Taking up the role.
I think it's not going to be him.
Where's that going to go? It already is. He drank the fucking
Doesn't matter.
shit or something.
I think
No?
it's not going to be him.
You think it's going to be fucking Fatso?
I don't know.
Because he doesn't
E-Rock's
want
not even
to.
on the show. How great would it be if they just introduced him in the final episode?
Well, he's the guy.
He guards the fridge.
The golden light out of the fridge. Yeah, it's supposed to be Jack now. Takes care of the
Yeah, I think it'll be Jack.
island stuff. You think so?
Yeah, I kind of thought that the last maybe like couple months that it made sense that out of the rest of them it would be Jack.
Yeah. A lot of shit going on. There's a lot of shit for 2.5 hours.
No, they're pretty much done.
Yeah?
Yeah. We got all the answers.
Yeah, do we? Yeah, sure we do. Well, good luck. You going to any Lost parties?
No.
I know
no.
there's a few.
I like paying attention, you know?
There's a few Lost parties going on with like Dharma Initiative jumpsuits and fucking
Well,
Dharma
you can buy
Initiative food
the
and
Lost like party kit on their website.
Yeah.
Which has like Dharma balloons. And
Oh no!
Yay!
I want that.
People really are treating this like the Super Bowl. And like,
know.
I don't watch Lost. I always get into things like once they're over.
Yeah.
Like 5 years from now, I'll be like, dude, that show Lost was really good.
Did you ever see it?
But someone asked me over the weekend, they were like, so what are you doing for Sunday? And I was like, what
What?
Sunday? And they're like, Lost. And I'm like, what? Nothing. And like, they were all surprised. Like, you're not doing anything
wrong
for
with you,
Lost?
un-American
No.
fucker.
Travis makes a good point, though. You want to fucking focus.
You
on
wanna
the show.
focus on the
When you
show.
go to those viewing parties, it gets all fucked up.
Yep.
Everyone's talking and yapping and socializing. You're like, look, I'm trying to fucking figure all this shit out.
I'd rather just sit in my house, lights off, watch the TV by myself.
Plus, you want to see what
That's the
happens
goddamn
with John Lochi. You want to see what happens with him?
Oh my God, Dharma Initiative balloons and plates and napkins for your big Lost party, and labels for beer, so you could just put it over your favorite beer. Also, there's a Lost auction.
Have you seen this?
That yes, I saw it from your very link, Trav Dog.
I want everything in that auction.
And
I think you should,
I would have to go out to Los Angeles.
No, I think you can do it. I think it's going to be
Can
online.
you do it online?
Yeah, all auctions are online now.
I like a lot of some of the IDs and wallets and
Anything really good though?
They're selling
what's
just
like
about
some of the
every-
coolest shit.
Kate's pussy.
I'm in.
The stuff that I really like, Locke's knife.
Oh wow!
Faraday's journal.
Ooh.
And Echo's stick.
Echo's stick?
Yeah. And Locke's wheelchair.
And Zoe's book, How to Act.
It's a pamphlet.
Zoe's glasses.
Ugh, she stinks.
One of Mr. Echo's watery stools. Michelle Rodriguez's breath spray to get that vag taste out of her mouth.
Shit. Oh, my God.
Broken floorboard from Hurley's house.
Oh. It does look good.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's locked suicide note that he wrote to Jack. Like they're selling everything.
And it's the cleaning house.
Yeah.
This sucks. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's just so.
Yeah.
I
You know,
feel like I
Walt's
just listened.
driver's license because he's 40. Let's see. Let's see. A hate letter from Bernard's father to Bernard.
He's married to a black woman. Get it? A hate letter. Oh, shit. Oh. Wow.
Wow. Some of Tom's AZT, which he left in the hotel suite. Remember him? The one with the beard?
Of course.
To be... Oh, boy.
Well, I can't wait.
It's Sunday? It's on Sunday?
Sunday night, yeah.
Why not Tuesday?
I don't know. They're making a big weekend
Bigger viewer
event.
night, I'm sure Sunday.
Are they
Big
competing with
weekend
sports,
event.
though?
I don't think so.
No, the only thing that's on Sunday is going to be whatever Sunday night baseball game's on.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's it's gonna be a biggie. Gonna be a biggie. Tell you that. I bet they pull in some giant numbers.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing at people.
Are they offering things that are going to be auctioned off that are...
Yeah.
Can't say.
Yeah, of course. All right. Well, looking forward to it. And the drive shaft ring. Wow. Yes.
All right.
Dharma food.
It's cool. I want Ben's wig. I want one of the wigs to fucking serve fruit out of. It's fucking horrible wigs. Oh,
Claire's big fake pregnant belly.
Terrible.
So you could kick it.
And her fucking horrible straw wig. Yeah. Oh, she was awful. Wig.
The Claire hair.
Damn good one.
Oh, you made a Walt joke.
Yeah, you didn't catch that?
No, I just realized that he's 40. Walt's Magnum condoms.
Yeah. A picture of his fucking rap sheet. Because you know he has one by now. His mugshot.
Walt's dentures. That's funny.
Boy.
Yeah, can't wait for that. That's Sunday. All right.
Hey.
There's a lot of Slash coming in at 9:30.
Soon.
I hope. Unless he cancels on us.
That would be hilarious.
Then after all the compliments we gave him, then we'll just do a heel turn and bash the living shit out of him. No loyalty.
That would figure.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, God.
I got a little news story.
Oh, it makes me laugh.
Listen to this, dummy.
Deputies say this is definitely Katrina Bryant, one of two women accused of threatening employees at this Daytona Beach Wendy's restaurant. Bryant and her friend Melanese Reed went through the drive-thru around 10 this morning. Employees say Reed was really mad because she didn't get the mayo and mustard she ordered, and they say she slapped the guy working in the window. According to this police report, Reed says she pointed at the guy through the window. She says he grabbed her arm, so she smacked him to get him away. That worker says Bryant and Reed disappeared for a few minutes.
They went to their car to get something, and they came back inside and went behind the counter and started coming through. That's when I ran out the back door.
Police say Reed was running through the restaurant with this, a pink stun gun, and employees say she was looking for the drive-thru employee. The two women took off and police put out an alert. Just hours later, Holly Hill police found them in a parking lot and arrested them.
Jesus. Fucking savages. Would you just stop with your fucking shit? Mayo. Not enough mayo? What are you, E-Rock? Or mustard?
It was all over condiments, huh?
Yeah.
The condiments weren't right.
The condiments, yeah, I guess they asked for extra. I guess they wanted Mo, and they didn't get Mo. So they had to run into the store with a fucking stun gun and try to tase the fucking guy. Jesus Christ, can you just behave? Fuck, come on. I read this yesterday and was just annoyed, per usual. What am I going to do?
Where did you read it?
Oh, guess where I fucking found the link.
The Drudge Report?
Yeah.
FoxNews.com?
Could have been.
Message board?
We know where you read it.
Somewhat. Jesus. Somewhat of a message board. I read some people's comments on that message board, and it was like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. It's not even funny. I was like, it's hysterical. You got to realize what you're reading.
Let's get a Paul in Florida. Paul.
Hey, I'm going to be watching to see, as opposed to Lost, see if Bret Michaels is going to be okay on the Trump show, because that's going to be the same time, isn't it?
Yeah, that's some big competition for Lost.
Trump's show?
Celebrity Apprentice with Bret Michaels coming back from the dead to do the fucking live show?
That show is fucking... done.
Are you kidding? Go look at the ratings.
Look at the ratings.
I wouldn't watch Celebrity Apprentice, but I mean, it's got an audience. And now with the Bret Michaels angle, he's in the finals and he's able to go on the show live. There's going to be a lot of people taking a peek.
Lost will be a sensation, whereas a Trump's show will just be another fucking stupid "you're fired" finale that he's done 1,000 times. Who cares?
And Bret Michaels is on Oprah Winfrey today.
Oh, yeah?
He said he wore the bandana in the hospital because if he was going to die, he wanted to go out rocking. Oh,
yeah.
Bret, why would you say that?
Rocking.
Why would you say that?
You got to say something.
Travis tell me that Celebrity Apprentice is in last place in its time slot.
All right, then, you know what? Then Anthony is absolutely correct.
Yeah, I'm reading last week's ratings, and they were down 21% from the previous week.
Yeah,
so how bad are the ratings?
Well, Survivor. Well, it was the Survivor finale got a 4.3, and Celebrity Apprentice got a 2.2.
That's still on?
Yeah.
Survivor?
Survivor's still on.
I heard this year's Survivor was good. They brought back a whole bunch of fucking weirdos.
They dipped back into the well, huh?
Yep.
It's averaging around 6 million. Celebrity Apprentice.
I don't know how people watch those fucking shows like that. It's beyond me.
And what is Lost average?
I think Lost averages around 10 or 11, if I'm remembering correctly.
Like those fucking just not reality shows. They annoy the piss out of me. I watch things like Hoarders. That's great because that's like reality, but it's, you know. Oh, by the way, they had a intervention thing. Okay,
a Hoarders reunion. They all met in a phone booth.
There's a kind of an intervention update on some people, and they had the chick that fucking would huff the keyboard cleaner.
They already did that update. Yeah. Unless it's another update.
It's a whole
She's doing well, and she changed the color of her hair, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She's a blonde now or something.
No, I think she still had dark hair in this one.
Right.
But she did a public service announcement at the end, like if you notice your child is doing this, that, the other thing. You know, they might be inhaling.
She's fine, though?
Yeah, she's kind of cute, and she was so fucked up on that show.
She's not annoying when she's not doing that stuff. She was actually like,
No. She was like, yeah, I did this. Her eyes weren't crossed and all fucked up.
She was the greatest.
But they also had
the best
other
intervention
people.
ever. Did they have the one that was naked all the time and they threw food into her apartment?
Didn't have her, but
I
they
think
had
she was a stripper
people
or
that
something.
died. They had like kid because it was a whole thing on huffing, and they had some kids that they were talking to their parents, and
they were on the show.
Well, no, they weren't on the show.
Oh, they were other huffers.
Cases that okay,
I got you.
of the kids that died.
Right,
and it was
a death montage.
Yeah, sort of a death montage. The parents going like, "We didn't know."
Oh, that sucks.
They were huffing. We didn't even know what the word huffing meant. You know, trying to hold it together.
It's horrible.
And one kid, they found him with just laying there with the straw still in his mouth and the thing like on his chest. Like he just went like that.
Jesus.
Like that. I didn't even know how that worked. it seems that the inhalant, like that shit, is so heavy, it's heavier than air, that it just sinks into your lungs and pushes out the shit you need to breathe. So what you're really doing is getting a lack of oxygen to your brain. It gives you that buzzy thing. And
that's all it does?
Hopefully you snap out of it.
It's not a chemical thing?
It's not. No, the chemicals are pretty much secondary to just the lack of oxygen.
No shit, I didn't know that.
And, wow. Goodbye.
See ya.
Goodbye. And they have the people that said, I said I'll see you later, and that was the last time I saw. Right.
You weren't affected by it?
No, it's like one of those, if you're going to be stupid enough to fucking huff paint and gasoline. One kid's like, I huffed gasoline because I could get a half gallon and it could keep me high for like a week. Gasoline. Ugh.
How do you do that? You just fucking sniff it?
He had it in a regular gas can, so I don't know how he was doing it. But and then I saw another intervention where this chick was just doing every drug imaginable, and it was all just about me, help me, I need this, you don't do that. And then the enabling family and boyfriend, and she was pretty hot too. She was like a model at one point, and they showed her during her younger days, like 19 years old. She had hooked up with a real known modeling firm and everything, and she looked great. And then they showed her now all haggard and fucking cracked out.
It's a fucking shame. Should we step aside and get ready for the Slash interview?
Get ready for Slash.
It's coming in at 9:30.
Oh. Slash.
Which is a few minutes away.
Forgy.
I love Forgy.
Forgy.
Forgy did a very good job.
She did. What to talk about?
I'll say.
Forgy.
Yeah, was it hard to get Forgy, or was she available?
See if he even says anything.
Yeah, we were surprised because Cypress Hill was good, but Forgy really.
We really liked the way Forgy had sang that. At some point, why are you saying it like that? I love it. Yeah, we should. We should take a breather and be right back.
Opie and Anthony, mornings. Ron and Fez, middays on the Virus. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus. Sirius XM.
Yeah, let's do this, man. Very excited. We got Slash coming into the studio. And there he is, Slash.
Hey, man.
What's up, buddy? It's been a while. I got to tell you, we only got the CD a couple days ago, Slash. We're fucking loving it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're loving it.
Oh, thank you.
I had no idea that you got all these guys together for the CD until about a week ago.
I put it together pretty quietly.
Yeah, right.
I was just sitting in L.A. and I wrote all the music, and I was like, and then I started figuring out who should sing on which song and all that, and very quietly, there was no sort of management involved, no record companies or any of that, and we just sort of put it all together, and I went in the studio and recorded it, and it was very, very quiet.
Every song is got a different singer on it. I think you use the same guy twice.
But before he moves on from that, that's kind of interesting because, you have to deal with managers and all these people, but you were able to just use your connections with these guys and say, hey.
It was really just person to person. I didn't deal with their managers.
That's just not how it's done anymore.
Managers. But that's the only way if you're going to creatively do something where it's just about music, and it's no reason to involve all these other third party.
Did you have to pay all these guys?
We did publishing splits, but the rest of the currency was really music.
That's cool.
Sake of a better word.
I think my favorite song on the album is "Saint Is a Sinner."
Rocco.
I love that song, man. Yeah, I liked the Lemmy one a lot.
Showing his sensitive side.
I really, I don't even know who Rocco is, but I loved Lemmy's song. I loved Kid Rock's song. There was not a bad song on the whole CD, man. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta hang out here more often.
It really is great.
Well, Slash, I mean, you got Ian Astbury, Ozzy, Fergie. We played. Oh, we should ask him.
Fergie, yeah.
Paradise City. It's on the Japanese release of this.
Paradise City was on the Japanese release, but now it's also, I think, on the UK release and the South American.
Why not the American release? That's what I'm getting at.
Well, the thing was,
here.
is initially I did it just for fun, and it was something I used to perform with Cypress Hill. And I said, one of these days we should record this. And so when I was doing the solo record, I thought, yeah, let's do it now. But I didn't want people to take it too seriously and put it on the main album, so I just sort of released it as a B-side. I knew it would find its way back through the internet.
So. Oh, yeah, there you go. And we
Certainly
played
did.
the whole song. We were going to only play a little piece.
You should have heard the immediate backlash I got from all the
Well,
Guns N' Roses
yeah,
purists.
we had a few of them calling our show. What the
It's
fuck
like they
is
just
wrong
take
with
it
that?
way too seriously. you
And
know?
I'm like, Slash put his stamp of approval on this.
So-
And Fergie did a
But
great
now,
job.
yeah, she did, and she's a huge Axl fan, so it was like a big thrill for her to come in and do it. You know?
Yeah, we were going to play a little piece, and then it kicked in. And
I went
and
to
we
a
said
strip
we have
bar.
to play this whole thing.
I went to a strip bar last night though, and I was in there for 2 seconds, and the DJ, all of a sudden I hear this drum beat, and I go, I know that song, and it was Paradise City. It sounded great there. So and they played Beautiful Dangerous too, which
It always sounds a little better at a strip club.
It's like it's the way to do it.
I
you
didn't think Fergie had that in her.
Yeah,
to sing like
that was the whole point. I jammed with her about 3.5 years ago. I got invited to do a fundraiser with the Black Eyed Peas, and they had all these different guests coming up. And I get there before Fergie. I'd never even seen Fergie before. I didn't know what she looked like or anything. I just knew her from the radio. So they said, okay, we're going to do this rock medley, and it's going to be the Zeppelin song, Black Dog, Live and Let Die, Barracuda, and something else. So we learned it, and just at the tail end of sound check, she showed up, and she got up and she sang Black Dog and just blew my mind. And so from that point on, we've been pretty tight.
Yeah, 'cause she's got a good rock voice.
Well, that's
I
where
didn't
she
know
comes
it.
from.
Yeah.
That's her roots.
I didn't know that until today.
And then what happens with a lot of girls, like I did a song with Nicole Scherzinger and Alice Cooper as well, and I didn't know that she. And
Alice
I wasn't.
Cooper's
I
a
was,
guy, though.
Yeah, no, but they sang together. Yeah. Anyway, but I wasn't expecting a lot from her, and she's got a kick-ass voice that you've never heard because in rock and roll, girls just can't get a foot in the door, so they end up sort of veering into
Going to pop, yeah.
They go pop
Yeah, it was a
instead.
great job, though.
Well, I want to keep going down. So you got Ozzy, Fergie, Chris Cornell. We love Chris Cornell.
Chris was great.
Yeah, that's another guy that could just.
One of my favorite
still
rock
sing.
voices is
Yeah,
Chris
he's-
Cornell.
He was great to work with. Really cool. To
Great
work
guy,
with.
right?
Yeah, we've had him in here a few times, and just a nice guy and
Yeah,
shit.
very
and,
sort of unassuming. Just
Yeah,
sort of,
yeah. And meanwhile, it's like, yeah, you have one of the definitive voices of the '90s,
Yeah.
and
probably
you know,
one
just
of the
regular
best,
guy.
one of the best rock and roll voices to come out of the 90s.
I've said that like for years. The guy has a range that's amazing,
Yeah.
and just that real raspy rock voice he can get going. It sounds fantastic.
What's your favorite song off the CD? Do you have one? If you had to pick one,
It's because I'm way too close to it. I mean, when you do an album like this, as opposed to like making a record with 1 or 2 singles on it, and the rest of it's just filler, you really get into every song and you get very attached to each one. So you don't really have like your favorite.
It's cool
It
'cause you
takes
get, like-
years to get that perspective.
you get like the best effort of every singer. That's the great part. So you're getting a great lead singer to do like the best song on the album that they would do.
Before, during, or after you're writing the song, did you realize who you wanted to sing it? Like, were there some that right as you're writing it, you're like, all right, I know who's got to do this.
Well, I mean, you know what I did was I set out just to write some music. I hadn't really planned on doing this whole. I didn't sit down and go, okay, I'm going to write a record with all these different people. on it.
Right.
I was just collecting. I had some material I wrote on the road. I had some material that I was writing at present, and I started to compile that. And then I had, then I sort of focused on the idea of having the singers on it. So I would listen to one piece of music and go, you know what, this is definitely. I actually the Ozzy song when I wrote it, I thought Ozzy would sound great on
yeah.
this. Then when I decided to do the record, just go with it, right? So everybody was just sort of picked according to the music, you know.
And Jimmy sitting right next to you, biggest Ozzy fan there
Right.
is.
It was so cool to be over at
The
his
biggest.
house and working with him and have that voice that I've been listening to since I was like literally on acid when I was 13 years old.
But he's singing something you wrote. That's got to be great
Oh
too.
man, it was a huge honor. And Iggy Pop and Lemmy, I mean,
Yeah.
those are huge heroes of mine. Alice Cooper, who's not on this version of the record, but and then getting people like Kid Rock to do it, and Chris Cornell, and people who I think
Dave
are really
Grohl,
cool.
Duff
Dave
McKagan.
Grohl, yeah.
Duff's been in here a few times in the last year or two.
And he's
what a great
such
guy.
an awesome bass player. And it's like in Velvet Revolver, it's one thing, we're all in it together, but to do this one song and have Dave there, and then hearing Duff from a different perspective, where we're just sort of throwing this thing together, he's just phenomenal.
Yeah. So they were all. It's amazing you got all these people. Was there anybody you wanted that you couldn't get?
That is the most commonly asked question having to do with this record. There was pretty much, I got everybody that I wanted. There was 2 incidents. One guy whose record company wouldn't allow it, and another one where it was just taking too long to get it together. And I was like, I got.
Well, Jack White was one of the guys.
Jack was not. Jack was
really?
somebody at the very, very. This is why I don't mention names.
Okay.
Because it always gets blown. It gets twisted out of.
Well, because that is out there. That he said no.
I know.
So it's good that you're saying.
It's sort of true. What happened was Mark Ronson, the producer, was originally who I talked to about producing this way, like in the very, very, very beginning, and he mentioned Jack White and talked to him about something, and Jack was like. Indifferent about singing, but he offered his services to play drums or guitar or bass or whatever else I could be looking for. And I was like, at the time, it wasn't really a big deal any which way. And so it was very casual, and I mentioned that in an interview. And it turned into like this permanent thing.
See, rumors get started because I heard that Steve Lawrence and Eat Gourmet told you to go fuck yourself.
No, well, they told me to go fuck myself and die.
Rumors just, I don't even know how this happens.
Is this mine?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Certainly.
And also, we didn't mention Andrew Stockdale yet from Wolfmother. I love Wolfmother.
Andrew there was a small handful of people on the record that I only knew their voices. I'd never met them before. And Andrew was one of them. And I had this one song that I was like, this is really cool. And the guy from Wolfmother would be perfect. So I tracked him down. It took me like a month to track this guy down. It turned out he was in L.A. So
filing a restraining order against Slash.
Yeah, right.
This guy's following me, man.
Some guy in glasses won't leave me alone. Pestering me.
But he was recording Cosmic Egg like 2 blocks away from where I was working. Yeah, and so I went over there and we listened to the demo that I made, and then got together with some acoustic guitars, worked it out. He wrote the chorus, which was just like a great sort of chorus for that particular tune, and yeah, you know,
one of my favorite songs on the album.
It's a cool song.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I made it the single because I figured
By the Sword. It's called.
It's what I would consider a very cool song that's not like tailor made to be an obvious single. You know, and I wanted to go that road as opposed to like going, oh, here's the big single off the record. I want something that'd be more rock and roll.
Sure. Was it easy to put together, or was it kind of? Did you give the singers a lot of leeway as far as how they wanted to interpret it, or were you pretty much hands-on?
No, it was. I put music together. Sometimes an entire like arrangement from top to bottom. Sometimes it would just be 3 parts. Like a riff, a verse, and a chorus or whatever. And it was really an open template for vocalist to do whatever he wanted to. If he wanted to change the arrangement, if he wanted, like the Iggy Pop song and the Fergie song were exactly as I wrote them. Whereas with Kid Rock, we wrote that song from the ground up. I had a couple riffs and a couple parts, and we really worked together hard, to get it the arrangement the way it is.
When you write, do you write lyrics first, or do you hear like a melody in your head first?
With this, I just let the singers write the lyrics.
Oh,
yeah. I try not to. I try to avoid writing lyrics if I don't have to. I have a couple suggestions on the record, but that's about it.
So you give them a beat and then just say, okay, could you put something to this? And
well, I give them some chords, some music.
No, but I mean,
I go like this. Write something, asshole.
I don't mean. I should have said that better. I mean, you give them the music.
I think that's the funniest question I've heard on this record so far.
So basically, you're saying Slash didn't do anything for his own record.
No, I didn't mean that.
Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, I mean, like, will you actually put the music down first and then say, okay, I want you to?
Yeah, I put together a presentable demo, which is a stretch for me, but put together a presentable demo and just send it to them. And then they could do whatever they wanted.
Why do you find words are difficult? Because obviously you're a musician.
Right.
You're very good at what you do, especially musically writing. Why do you find words are more difficult?
Well, for me, it's a personality thing. I mean, I've done it before, and I'll do it when I have to do it. But I'm very sort of closed off when it comes to expressing my emotional being. I'm not real communicative about that. So I hate putting my thoughts and feelings on paper, and I definitely don't want to sing about them. So I try to leave it to people who do that for a living. If I can get away with it.
I was YouTubing.
Makes sense, yeah.
I was YouTubing Slash last night, and your version of Tangerine that's online.
Is there a version of Tangerine online? That's with Andrew, right?
With Andrew Stockdale.
Wow, that was the first time we ever played it. So
really? What you put together some kind of Slash and Friends show?
Yeah, I've done a few of them.
Was that before the record?
That was
that led to the record, probably.
No. That was we did that show probably when I was in the studio actually recording it, and I'd already recorded By the Sword with Andrew at that point. But I've done a few of those shows where some of them before the record, some of them during. Did one in Norway, a couple in Vegas, one in Los Angeles.
It looked like it was a cool show.
It's fun.
And freaking Slash comes out with the double neck to do Tangerine. Like right on. old school.
Yeah,
You
right.
don't see the double neck anymore.
That was actually one of the first Zeppelin songs. One of the first songs, actually, I ever learned was Tangerine.
I love that whole album.
Have you talked to any of these people about maybe popping out live and doing some of this shit?
Well, it's not something you can really plan ahead.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
If you're in the same city, you're both in the same city at the same time, whatever, then you try and pull it together.
Did you think about that though? Kind of that you made an album that you can't really tour.
Well, when I was making the record, I've never made a record that I didn't tour on. So
Yeah.
like halfway through the making of it, I was like, I got to do something. So I started looking at singers that were, could be able to do
Comparable.
like a few songs off of this record and do some of the other catalog stuff. And at the very end of making the record, the last song that I did was a song called Starlight with Miles Kennedy. And there was 2 songs on the record that I wasn't familiar with the guys that I ended up picking. By circumstances, I ended up working with them. Rocco DeLuca for the Saint is a Sinner and Starlight with Miles Kennedy. And I sent him this song out of the blue just because I couldn't figure out who would sing the song. And he sent me back Starlight, and I'm just blown away. So I talked to him about doing the tour, and he just happened to be on a break from Alter Bridge. And he's probably
cool.
one of the most amazing, at least for me, new singers. He's been around for a little while, but one of the most phenomenal new singers I've heard in a really long time.
And no attitude, right?
Well, he's a guitar player. So the only reason
he's got to be cool.
The only reason he's a singer is because he had so many pain in the ass singers.
Singers?
He started singing himself. So yeah, he's very.
At least you've never had to deal with that, though. That's the good thing.
Well, yeah.
So you guys were able to relate a little
He
bit.
and I get along really well.
I don't know what it is. Some singers, man. Jesus Christ.
I think it's just to be a singer. There's it's like as a guitar player, and that's my vehicle for expressing myself. But it is a tool that it's sort of connected to your body. But being a singer is something that's a whole personality. It's a whole delivery. It's a whole, like your whole physical being is involved, and you have to look people in the eye, and you're singing about what you feel about. It's probably a whole different mindset, and I can't relate anyway. So,
But a lot of guys pull it off without the attitude.
some people do. I mean, one of the great ones is Roger Daltrey. I mean, an amazing vocalist that doesn't spend too much time worrying about what he's doing. Sammy Hagar is another one. Been doing it forever,
Anthony
and it's
loves
just
Sammy
effortless.
Hagar.
I love Sammy.
Big fan
but
of Sammy Hagar.
I wasn't too happy with Chicken Foot.
Yeah, he wasn't a fan of the Chicken Foot record.
Not a big fan of the Chicken
Wow.
Foot.
And then Brian Johnson.
Just my opinion. That's all. And I'm a huge Sammy fan, so.
Yeah. Anyway, so Brian Johnson.
He's gonna kick you.
No, actually, I mean, all things considered.
It's taste.
I mean, all things considered, let's move along.
It's taste,
So,
and Brian Johnson, huh?
yeah, Brian's another one. Just really, somebody who just does what he does, and he's good at it, and doesn't, worry about it.
Doesn't he have I heard that the rest of the guys write the lyrics and write the songs, and he just kind of shows up and they put him in front of him and he sings.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So he just kind of
Same with Roger, for that matter. Pete writes all this stuff.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
It's Pete's
yeah.
birthday today.
Is it really? Happy birthday,
65.
Pete. One of my favorite all-time guitar players.
65, though.
Yeah.
Where
I
did
thought
the
he was
time go?
older.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe he is. Maybe.
Don't ever let him hear you say that. That's not a compliment.
No, I thought he was older just because it just seems like he's been around forever. But
Right.
all the old classics are all hitting the 60s. Somewhere in there.
It's fucked up.
Where'd you grow up?
Time does tick by.
What were your bands growing up?
Well, when I was a little kid, I was born in England, so I
Right.
spent some time there, and it was all about the Who, the Beatles, the Stones, the Kinks, the Yardbirds. And then when I moved to America, then it was the Doors,
Right on.
and that was like what I was growing. That was the music, the background music for my childhood. So there was all that. But I mean, I was into Zeppelin when I was a kid, and Black Sabbath, and then I was into War, Isaac Hayes, David Bowie, Linda Ronstadt, believe it or not, because my mom made clothes for her, Joni Mitchell, Steely Dan. I wanted to say Cat Stevens. I mean, Neil Young. Everybody. It's like my musical background is really pretty wide and pretty varied.
Damn. Yeah.
Because I was
that's
raised
quite
into
diverse
the music thing. So.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We were saying yesterday, not that it matters anymore, but one of the best rock books written by You Slash.
My book?
Yeah. Your book was amazing.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I haven't read it since I wrote it. So.
We wanted to ask you about Scott Weiland because he was in here yesterday, not in our studio, but
perish the thought.
You guys really found out on stage that he was done with Velvet Revolver?
You know,
because his wife said that she came in to promote her book.
Yeah, this is
his ex-wife.
The reality of what happened with that is we had
because you guys had a good thing going.
Scott's a good guy, and I don't want to. I'm definitely not on the same kind of bitter whatever thing that was been going on with Axl and I. But at the time, Velvet Revolver definitely had a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of them were chemical related, and that involved everybody in the band. We all went through our own thing. But with Scott, that last record, during the tour, we just sort of lost him. You know, he was just out there. And so we ended up canceling Australia and Japan. And so that was it. That was the final straw. So we had a UK tour left over, and we actually auditioned people to do the tour instead of Scott, and Scott was in rehab. And then we thought, who are we kidding? We got 2 weeks till these dates come up, and if we show up in London with somebody other than Scott, they're going to be pissed.
Yeah.
So we never talked to Scott about this. So he got out of rehab. We went to the UK. We never told him a word. He was done then. So he had nothing to do with it. But there was this one show that we did where he was tripping out because he thought that the drum tech was singing along with him through his little headphone mic.
I don't mean to laugh, man.
And he was seriously convinced and pulled. There was like an Axl moment where he walked off the stage and took off into the dressing rooms while we were still playing, based on this illusion, right? So when he did finally, we went and got him and brought him back on stage, and he said, "This is the last Velvet Revolver show," and we're all going, "With you?" It was one of those kind of things. So we never said word one to him for that whole UK tour. So whatever he told you, he had no idea what was going on. And when we got to Amsterdam, after that was our last show, we went after the show was over, we put out a press release saying we were no longer working with him.
How much do you want to smack a singer, whoever it is, or when one member of the band is just fucking making it all about themselves and being a drama queen, and you're like, ugh, there's four of us.
I mean, but you know, all things considered, Scott's a pretty, you know, he has that side of him which was really difficult, but then the other side of him, he's really, really a cool guy. And now that I'm not in a band with him, I love him to death. But in a band with him, you know, and it's not, you know, like, I mean, he's had his issues with STP as well, where, you know, Rob and Dean are like, geez, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just the way that Scott is in the band situation. He doesn't necessarily play well with others, you know, as far as the group kind of mentality.
See, this is why Slash is going to live to be 90, because you don't stress. He's just like, there's nothing that bothers this guy.
You just go with the flow.
Yeah, man. That's a better way to live.
Yeah, no kidding. I can learn from you, Slash.
Yeah, that's all it put on. I'm stressed out all the time.
Boiling inside.
Last time you were in, speaking of Velvet Revolver, you were hinting that you guys were close to a new singer now. We haven't talked in a while, so is that something that is done now? Or
no, we're still looking.
Yeah.
There's been a couple guys that have come along that have been really good, but I'm not making any hasty decisions. I haven't, you know, like, if we're going to do the next Velvet record, I want to make like the quintessential Velvet record. So I don't want to go picking anybody just because we're anxious.
Right.
You know, and I've been so busy, and Duff's busy, and Matt's busy, so there's no reason to make any rash decisions.
Yeah.
But at some point, next year, I would imagine we're going to get together and really go through all the submissions that we've gotten over the last 6 months, and also see whatever new people have come along and see if we can find that thing that just clicks.
You got a short list, though?
Of people to try out? No, it's a long list now.
Long list
the last 6 months, we haven't done anything, so it's been piling up.
Do you get financial advice from Duff?
Well, all things considered, when Velvet was on that last tour that we did, you know, he was really helpful and sort of like making sure, you know, because we had really bad management with not with Irving, but some of the other people that were involved, and you know, and trying to keep track of the financial climate in Velvet Revolver at that time was something that Duff was really on top of.
Bad shady or bad just idiots?
Actually, both.
Don't you think at this point in your career you should be able to smell bad management like a mile away?
Well, there was one person, I won't name any names, that was involved that I wanted to get rid of from the day one.
Oh, really?
She came part and parcel with one of the guys in the band, and it's just the way it was. And that probably had a lot to do with why the band got so crazy, because we couldn't stand
What a Spinal Tap moment that is. Holy shit.
She's like, oh, death on two legs. Queen nailed it on the head with that one.
Oh.
Hey, I want to play a song off the record and then continue with Slash. Is that cool?
Hey, okay, that's fine with me.
You want to play the single?
You can play whatever you want, but yeah.
Well, what do you want to hear? What would you like?
If you're going to play more than one song, play By the Sword first, and then we'll play something else afterwards.
All right, we'll do By the Sword, and then we'll end the show with something else.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. So it's off Slash's new CD called Slash. This is Andrew Stockdale of Wolfmother doing By the Sword with Slash. If I get the right track here. And then we'll continue. Come on. Oh, I had a perfect setup, too, for you, Slash.
What's the matter?
I don't know what's wrong here.
How come you don't want to play it?
You didn't say the Rock of New York or something.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, the Fortescue song played well.
the only station that really rocks.
And now the CD is stuck in
Fortescue
the player.
was great.
I got it in here. You want it?
Yes.
Yeah, why don't you play it from there?
He's
Now
got it
it's
in
stuck
there.
in the CD player.
How come you don't want to play it?
By the Sword here.
Here, By the Sword. We happen to have 100
From-
swords with us.
From Slash's new CD.
With the horses that you ride and the feelings left inside, comes a time you need to leave all that behind. But they claim they like to know anyone could let it go, and the people gather round for the last show. Well, there is a reward to live and die by the sword. Well, they try to complicate you, but you left it all behind. Oh, worldly possessions are left for recollection, and finally it's all. They're releasing all the hounds. What is lost can still be found. When you hop up off your feet, you're on the ground. Where the some who choose to run, following the setting sun. And now it seems the journey has begun. Well, there is a reward to live and die by the sword. When they try to complicate you, but you left it all behind. Oh, worldly possessions are left for recollection, and finally it's
There you go, By the Sword, off Slash's new record. We'll call it a record. I
Yeah,
don't know,
it's great.
'cause, Yeah,
It is a
It's
record.
awesome. It is a record, right?
Yeah, we recorded it to 2-inch. It's a real record.
Oh, really? Right?
I think this is
The
going
old
to do very
days.
well for you, sir.
There's not one bad song on the album. They're
No.
like usually you flip through an album, there's like one or two that you're like, ugh. But every fucking song was just great.
Yeah, Jimmy just came in gushing this morning.
I really did. I really did. You had a lot of people I like on it. I mean, how can you not like Lemmy? You have to.
Lemmy's great. We actually performed that song a couple times recently, and it's great. He doesn't play bass on it. He just stands there for the microphone.
Oh,
Wow.
my God.
It's pretty cool.
He's a maniac,
Yeah, I
man.
love
He's
Lemmy.
great.
Lemmy's great.
I Ain't No Nice Guy was great.
That was a song that we did together. That was I actually had the lyrics of that song because I think the lyrics are. He's a great lyricist.
Amazing.
But I had the lyrics to that song in my acoustic guitar case for years because I just thought they were so good.
That he actually
cool
wrote
to
out, or you
have,
just
yeah.
printed
That
them
he
out.
wrote. That he wrote. That
There's
he
a,
wrote on.
there's a great version, like Ozzy's so good in that song, but I always thought, like, God damn it, that was Lemmy's song. And there's a version on YouTube of just of him and Phil just playing acoustic and him singing.
That's probably the best version. 'Cause
Unbelievable.
There's something about the lyrics as it relates to Lemmy as a person that is really poignant. You know.
yeah. He's amazing, and it's amazing he's still alive too. And
You
he's
know, that's what Dr. Alibi is all about. It's one of the best songs on the record lyrically because it's something that I can relate to from all my years of abusing myself. And Lemmy has found that if he stops abusing himself, then he will die. And that's what the song's about. It's just great.
Yeah, I've been in places with him, and his green room is basically all he wants is like sour cream and onion potato chips, a book about Germany, and whiskey.
You know, during this session, my claim to fame is actually, you know, for the first time doing my own record where I put the production together, where I had to order him Jack Daniels.
Really?
That's very cool. It was a big moment in my career.
Yeah, I got to sit down and have a couple of beverages.
Yeah,
with Lemmy
Vegas.
Out in it was California. Yeah.
Was
He
it?
used to
Oh,
be-
it was
Yes.
LA at the
Yeah.
poker tournament.
I could
yeah.
always count on him if I happened to be in a place that wasn't our typical sort of hangout. You know, like say, you know, for the Grammys, they have these pre-Grammy parties. I've seen you guys there where you do the radio shows and stuff. And if Lemmy's there, I always know he's holding.
Yeah.
He always have a flask on him, you know, holding the
Yeah,
legal stuff.
Blast.
You know, and I always know that I can hang out with him and drink. But so now that I'm sober and he's still doing what he's doing, when we get together, it's cool. But it gives me that feeling of like, well, let's just do a shot. You know?
Oh shit!
I've had to control that.
How's the sober thing working out for you?
It's actually, you know what? I was sitting in a pub here in New York yesterday, and we were eating at the bar, and I was just staring at all the bottles, and I have absolutely no interest in drinking.
How long? How long you been?
It's been almost 4 years.
Oh, it's great. Okay, that's
Jesus, wow.
fantastic.
Right on.
It's been a good 4 years too. A lot of the stuff I've done over the last 4 years, I would not have been able to do when
Right.
I was just, you know, because I couldn't. I had to everywhere I went, I had to stop at the bar first. So it really slowed me down.
We got to ask you about Ronnie James Dio. I mean, we lost him on Sunday.
Yeah.
One of the nicest. We've said it a million times. One of the nicest and most appreciative guys we've ever had on the show. Just a great guy.
He was a gem. And you know, people don't say it enough, but he was like the most iconic heavy metal singer of all time. And it happened so quickly. So I'm still in shock about that.
Isn't it sickening too that he's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I mean, all the bands he played with and what he did on his own. It's so, and like the mainstream media didn't cover his death. It was
The
just
influence
annoying.
of bands. I mean, the way he sang, just
Yeah.
that singing style was taken by so
Everybody.
many people.
Yeah, everybody
that were
was
doing
influenced by
metal.
Ronnie.
Yeah. Just fantastic. And he's another one whose voice, I mean, right up to the
Incredible.
end was just right there.
Incredible.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, 1 minute he, you know, all of a sudden, oh, he's sick. He's got his stomach cancer, but it's all good. And then the next thing I hear that he's doing really good. He's going to be back on tour in a minute.
Yeah, we
and
heard
then
that
2
too,
minutes
remember?
later,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, he's on his last leg, and it was like suddenly, you know, this is it.
Yeah.
Very dramatic 24 hours where he, you know, that whole period where he was back in the hospital and he only had a certain amount of time. It was just really a drag. I'm
Yeah, it
really
sucks.
good friends with somebody who's really good friends with him, and so we always talked about what was going on with Ronnie this whole time. So it's really sad. You know?
Sucks. We're running out of time with Slash, unfortunately.
Oh, he's got-
I wanted to ask
Jesus,
you really
okay.
fast about Steven Adler. How's he doing? We had him in
Steven?
about a year ago.
Yeah, Steven actually he played on one of the songs on
Did
the
he?
record on the Alice Cooper track.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, if you can get clean, if you can stay clean, then you can play on the record. So he did, and he's been doing great.
Right.
You know.
Yeah,
so.
he was a trip on that rehab show.
I was not obviously in the show, but I was with him the whole time, dealing with him the whole time. He was a mess. But that's what happens, man. When you go down that road, it's a little scary. You become somebody else, and your whole existence is led by the drug that you're doing. It's a little gnarly.
So you, him, and Duff are all sober?
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Yeah. Well, Steven still smokes pot, and I catch him
He's not sober.
having a drink. Well, the AA would consider that not sober.
Yeah.
As far as me knowing Steven, that's good enough.
Yeah. It's as good as it's going to get. So, all right.
Compared to what it was,
Yeah,
it's an accomplishment, is what Slash is saying.
But yeah, you really did a great job with this,
we
man.
gotta get
Lyrically, everything is fucking on point, and I was just blown away going through song after song after song.
All right.
Everyone's
Stop,
had.
you're making me
But I really, but no, it's nice because so many times I've had to lie to people. Go, oh, your album's great, when really it's shite. It's so nice to tell
you're
the truth.
You're a lousy liar too.
I really am awful. My eyes bug out, and my hands do this.
He's got some tells. All right, let's get Slash out.
So what should we play towards?
Well, in your honor, because you brought the Ozzy picture. Let's do "Crucify the Dead."
All right, "Crucify the Dead" is the Ozzy song.
Sure, we'll do that.
Yes.
And it's available now everywhere.
Yeah,
people know how to
anywhere
get their
they
music.
sell records.
Yeah,
which
right.
is very.
Where the fuck do they sell records?
Few and far
Local
between.
record store.
Yeah, Best Buy and Target. Can you believe it?
And the selection at Best Buy is not that good.
But you can get
Not
it
that
online
good.
as well.
Yeah, you can download it on iTunes, all that shit. Slash, pleasure, man.
It's good seeing all you guys.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, here
And,
we go with the Ozzy song from
talk to you
Slash's
soon.
album.
Absolutely.
The fire started long ago. The flames burned out, still embers glow. So charred and black, there's nothing left to burn, to burn. We had the same dream, live life to extreme. A loaded gun jammed by a rose.
Crucify the Dead from Ozzy Osbourne, helping out Slash with Slash's solo record there. There you go. Yeah, that was a good interview with Slash, and we had something.
Yeah.
We had something nice set up, but what happened, E-Rock? You were like negotiating outside the studio.
Well, Sam was as well. His handler wasn't really too keen on the idea of somebody just coming in, sort of dressed as Slash, and just surprising him. So they really were taking a lot of precaution around him.
Now, I want to see if this was a good decision on Slash's people or a bad decision, because I want to see exactly what was going to transpire.
Well, it's Eastside Dave, who's the biggest Guns N' Roses fan.
Of course he is.
And he was going to barge in during the Slash interview, dressed as Slash, and be Uber fan. And that comes, easy to him because he really is an Uber fan of Guns N' Roses.
Now, the thing is, I want to see, because we've seen him before with Guns N' Roses people in here, and he goes a little overboard.
Sure.
So I want to see what he would have done with Slash and if it would have been a problem. Because Slash is a no-nonsense kind of guy. Like, he likes having fun and stuff, but anything like shenanigans or hijinks. Tomfoolery, yes.
Well, yeah, instead of having
his
manager wasn't here, so the person handling him also looked like his bodyguard. So when he saw Dave down here in costume,
in what?
In his outfit. In his outfit.
Costume
is when he started to raise questions as to, okay, what do you think you're doing?
Yeah, right, well, let's bring in Eastside Dave and see how this would have went.
I would have and tell him exactly as it would have done. He would have done it if Slash was sitting right here, right now.
Before he comes in, he would like November Rain playing the guitar solo.
It's playing right now.
It is playing.
Oh my God!
Now this is what he would have done. Oh wow, he's up on the console. Wow, this is huge. He's got a Slash doll. He's got a Guitar Hero guitar and a Slash doll and a big hat, but it's like a Cat in the Hat.
Why is that threatening?
Dave,
what's so scary about this?
I don't know. They were
we told you to look like Slash. You don't look like Slash at all.
What are you talking about? I have a top hat. I have sunglasses, a cigarette.
You look like a
I have a little
leprechaun.
Slash doll in my left hand.
You do look like
Everyone
a
carries figurines of themselves. And I said it was his big black bodyguard who was like, "Ain't no way."
He said,
ain't no fucking way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He saw you outside and said, no fucking way.
I go, I'm not going to hurt him. I always make the big mistake of reiterating how much I will not hurt these people.
Yeah, because that probably isn't the first thing on their mind, but then you bring up you're not going to hurt them, and they're thinking, oh, he wants to hurt them.
Because when you guys had me meet Duff McKagan, he was very cool with me until I said, I'm not going to hurt you, but let's go out drinking. And he got very karate defensive.
Well, no, why? He was
sober.
trying to stay sober at that point.
I didn't know that, Jimmy.
He just got off
I didn't read
rehab.
their IMDb's. I only read. So Slash, he did sign my guitar though.
Oh, he did.
Yes, and I almost started crying.
Did you get a photo with him?
If Love Buzz took it, I would have liked. I did get a photo.
A photo.
Oh, you got a picture
Can I see your
with Dave.
guitar?
That's nice.
E-Rock took one.
Can I see your guitar?
Oh, fuck no. No. Absolutely not.
You want Axl on there?
Absolutely. Here's my idea. I'm going to go for Izzy Stradlin next. That will be for the original lineup. Yeah. And then I'm going to make a documentary called Finding Axl, where I go around the country trying to get Axl Rose to finish off the Guitar Hero.
Do you know, this is how dumb I am with Guns N' Roses instead of Izzy. I almost asked him how was Flea. I'm so glad I didn't.
Wow.
That's a chilly. Oh, you're making faces
Yeah, that would have been bad.
I would have felt like a silly goose.
What would you have done for Slash? You haven't done anything.
Yeah,
yet.
so far you just pretended to play.
Yeah.
I was going to talk to the man, person to person, fan to celebrity. But honestly, I would have cried.
Right.
I almost cried out in the hallway. Like I'm almost getting emotional thinking about it right now.
Because what does he mean to you?
What doesn't he mean?
Really?
No, I'm serious. Like, for 32 years of my life, I've been a Guns N' Roses fan. And, no, I'm sorry. I'm 32. See, I'm getting flustered when I start thinking of how much he means. Like,
hey, Dave Watley, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
He really has tears in his eyes.
He does.
32 years of my life, I've been on this planet. 24 of those have been dedicated to Guns N' Roses, the greatest band of all time.
Mm-hmm.
To have met Slash
Yes.
The man behind the riffs of Mr. Brownstone. Paradise City. Get in the ring.
This is going to take a while. They had a few hits.
Welcome to the jungle. Night Train.
You forgot.
My Michelle.
My Michelle.
You kind of forgot, didn't you, Dave?
Yeah.
Rocket Patience.
Yesterday.
Rocket Queen.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
I used to love her.
My World.
Had a killer.
Had a Killer.
Dustin-
Make Up Your Mind.
Dust and Bones.
Dust and Bones. Coma.
Sweet Child of
Sweet
Mine.
Child of Mine. Bad Apples. Locomotive.
Running with the devil.
Running with the Devil. The man behind those riffs.
Yeah.
It would have been to have talked to him would have been something very special.
Did you name anything from the spaghetti incident? I don't know.
Since I don't love you. That was Spaghetti Incident.
Yeah.
Remember that song?
Yeah.
They made a video with it with Gary Oldman.
No, I don't remember it.
You can look that up on YouTube, Daniel.
Gary Oldman.
How about you sing your favorite Guns N' Roses song for everybody?
I'm a little emotional right
What is
now.
your
I know it's
favorite?
about Slash today, but why don't you just sing your favorite Guns N' Roses? I don't know why you have to take your clothes
He
off.
has to. He's a rock star.
And what did you...
Attaboy. That's what rock stars do.
your clothes
There's
off.
no reason for him to take his clothes off, but he
yes,
has
there
to.
is.
There's no reason.
Flustered! I'm flustered! I just fucking met Slash! I am not fucking around!
Take your underpants down. Take it down.
No, you guys are just, you don't understand!
This is not hurting anybody, by the way.
I
This
didn't
is-
hurt the man. I wouldn't
I
hurt
know,
him.
I know.
I want to go into Kayla's studio right now. I demand to meet him.
Your underpants are still on.
I'm not taking them off right now. The song I'd like to sing is
What are you doing?
Oh, my God.
because I'm flustered.
All right, because you're flustered. Dave, you took your clothes off. I don't know why, but sing your favorite Guns N' Roses song for everybody.
You know Ronnie B is not going to be happy with you.
I didn't do anything badly.
Oh, I know, but...
No. There's a reason why I'm doing this. Axl Rose. You see him running around stage with the biker shorts.
Well, that is true.
right.
That's
It's not
what
like
he wears.
I'm doing it for no reason. I have, as you could tell, biker shorts.
You
I
have
have
the same body as Axl Rose, so it works perfectly.
Yeah.
Thank you for the compliment, Elster.
Oof.
Oh, that's more of an insult
Do you
to
have a big
Axl.
penis?
Who me? No,
No,
but
we've seen his penis.
I developed an Audi belly button in the last 6 months.
How, from what?
I
Hernia.
have no idea.
Probably a
Got a
hernia.
hernia.
It just happened.
Oh, no.
I didn't have one of these, Jim, in like my life.
You herniated yourself.
Yeah.
What did you hear the Slash album
All right.
at all? Did you hear?
I just have Running with the Devil stuck in my head. I
Wow,
can't think of
that's,
anything.
Yeah, that isn't one.
I do have the Slash album. Dr. Alibi by Lemmy was my favorite
I love
track.
that one. Love it, man.
Yeah, that was my favorite
Did you
track.
hear that track from Japan there?
I
with
heard the Fergie track. I was
Forgy?
listening to the show on my BlackBerry.
What did you think of Forgy?
I thought she's actually quite good. If you saw her do Give Me Shelter with the Stones last year, you'd know that.
Yeah? I didn't.
Sorry
I
for being
should've.
confrontational.
No, that's okay. I
I'm
understand.
flustered. Anthony.
You are. I know.
You know how much I love you.
No, I know, Mr. D.
Okay.
Are you jealous that Forgy got to sing with him and you didn't?
Well, one of the questions that I had pre-planned was, can I be in your next video?
That would be, yeah, that would.
And I thought that would be good because, no, I'm not going to take down my underpants. I'm dressing like Axl. That's the whole point. So here you go. A little Mr. Brown. No.
Go ahead.
Let's do a little Get in the Ring for y'all.
All right, get in the ring with Eastside Dave in honor of Slash's visit today.
That goes for you, Bob Guccione Jr. Suck my fucking dick, huh? You've been ripping off the kids earning their hard-earned money. You want to fuck with me? Don't fuck with me. I don't like you. I just hate you. I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bow, 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 down, down, down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fucking A, man. I thought it was Axl.
That was pretty good.
I thought Axl was right here.
He does these
impersonations.
Thank you, gentlemen, for at least allowing me to get
He does
Slash.
these impersonations. I swear, you would think it was the real people.
Thank you for letting me Slash sign my guitar, at least.
Wait. Did you actually say on Ron and Fez yesterday that if Axl and Stan, which is your son, were drowning in a pool, you would pull out Axl first?
Of course.
That's taken out of context.
How?
Well, I did say that, but Axel's entertained me for 20 some odd years. My son, you know.
How long? Couple of
He's been around for exactly 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year.
Yesterday was his first birthday.
Aw, happy birthday.
I'm not even going for that shit.
No?
What I'm saying is he's got a lot of catching up to do to get W. Axl Rose, a.k.a. Billy Bailey. You have to, he better start singing.
Whoa, he doesn't like being called that.
He doesn't like to be called Billy Bailey?
No.
Why?
Brings back some childhood trauma. You should know that, Dave, being the big Guns
Is that
N'
his real
Roses
name,
fan.
Billy Bailey?
He hates when people call him Billy Bailey.
I was just informing the people of what his real
but
name
that's not
is.
good.
William Bailey?
Slash's real name is Saul Hudson.
Yeah, I know.
Saul Hudson?
Now, do I get some points or what?
That's a good one.
Well, a lot of us knew that, though. But you didn't know that.
What's
he doesn't like
Izzy's
being
real
called
name?
by his real name.
Is he?
Yeah.
Isward. Isward Stradlin.
Isward.
No way.
Isward.
What's Duff's real name?
Dave.
I don't know.
You don't even know their real names.
The thing is about GNR that's different is that they're like a fucking cartoon band. That's why I would have gotten emotional. Slash is not just a guitarist; he's a fucking living, walking cartoon that means so much.
I don't know
to
if he
me.
wants to be called a cartoon.
No, but you know what I mean. That's a compliment. It's like the remote. There's some people who go transcend life, like Jesus, Slash. Those type of fucking
Jesus,
people.
Slash.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Bye, Dave.
Can you sing us out? Sing us out today?
Yeah.
By the way, Ron and Fez, 11 to 3.
11 Ryan Fez, 11-3.
Oh, yeah.
Too late.
Of course.
Just a little patience. Yeah.
The awful fucking Sopranos tattoo on his back. You got the picture,
Can
right?
I see it, Danny?
I
I've
had
never
to take
seen
a
it.
picture because
I've never seen it.
It's the worst and funniest tattoo I've ever seen in my
really
entire life.
is. Dave had to get a tattoo of the Sopranos on his back, and I don't know who did this.
Who
but
are
it
those
is
people?
So bad.
It's the worst tattoo ever. Is that on those tattoo sites?
It better be. If it's not, I'm submitting it
Yeah, you
immediately.
gotta submit it to
the bad tattoo
I mean,
site.
they look at their faces. Like, they all legitimately look retarded.
Yeah, eyes like Bill Cosby, like one is smaller than the other.
You would never know that's the Sopranos at all.
And the best is the quotation on the bottom, which is, "I ordered for the table."
I know. He's actually going around with that permanently on his back. Oh, he's fucking. Dave is hysterical. When I drive home, I listen to the show, and Dave fucking killed me. He is really goddamn
Is the company
funny.
paying him yet?
Probably not. Not what
that's
he's worth.
That's
That's
smart.
for sure.
That guy's a couple of chicken sticks short of a picnic.
That's right, Chip. Whew. Did you see Ronnie B's got a quote in Jay Moore's book?
Really?
In the beginning? Yeah.
Oh, we don't.
I'm like, how much does it take to... When people ask me how much does it take to raise a kid, I say everything. Or something like that.
Is that
a
a
very
Ronnie
good
B
Ronnie
quote?
B. It's a very good Ronnie B quote. Yeah.
Does it say Ronnie B?
Oh, yeah, it says
Oh,
Ron,
okay,
Ron
good.
Bennington.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's very good.
The book is really good, Jay Moore's book.
And what, did Jay's show get canceled?
Yeah.
Gary Merrill?
When did
How long
that
was it on
happen?
for?
I think he...
2 years?
2 years? He did 2.
2 years.
I was doing all right.
Yeah.
Well, they
I thought
shook
it was doing all right.
They
in the
shook up
ratings.
the lineup pretty good. I mean, they were getting rid of some shows that were doing decently well.
That sucks. Jay's
Yeah.
gonna be bummed.
Jay's a survivor. He'll do well.
Sure. The book, you should pick up his book. It's very
Yeah.
good.
I was reading some excerpts from it. I was able to take a sample and read it on my iPad last night. So I was leafing through it with my iPad.
Well, the iPad is going to become the quintessential reader, I think.
That was where I almost lost it. I couldn't look at Jimmy. I couldn't look at
Did you
Jimmy.
feel me looking at you?
I felt your eyes burning through me, and I had to turn my head and look down. Because we're so quick to jump on anyone that says the wrong word here.
Yeah.
And Slash said quintessential.
I thought it was a good word.
And I went to look at Jimmy and saw he was staring at me and laughing, so I had to turn away lest I be laughing.
I couldn't say Forgy because I was going to laugh. I only got one out.
Forgy.
But I really was fighting the urge to laugh out loud. I had to finally just say Forgy later.
Forgy. Shit in a handbag.
Let's get
Wow.
out. Let's go home.
Jimmy's just farting like crazy. Yeah, I got trainer at noon today, so I got.
I got therapy. I got therapy at 11:45.
Oh, how's that going for you?
It's good. I'm healthy.
I'm very healthy.
A healthy boy.
Healthy.
Oh.
Pool is fucking. Pool's got water in it.
They fix it yet? Clean it?
It's getting cleaned today, and then I crank both fucking heaters on.
Wait, why wouldn't they clean it before they put the water in it?
It's easier to clean with the water in. Tell you the truth.
How?
Well, and I have such a good cover that there was nothing in there really, just some leaves at the deep end and shit. And then I have the filter going and everything. And now they can just come and vacuum up.
That'd be the discoloration.
I'm gonna have the whole pool resurfaced after this season.
Been hearing that for a lot of years.
No, but it's a new type of, not new, but it's a different type of thing. It's not gunite. I can't remember the name of it, but it's good shit.
Is it the same company going to do it?
Comes out like, no. I'll tell you one thing. Fuck Modern Comfort. That cock. Fucking hate him.
What's Modern Comfort?
That was the pool company I used.
Do you feel like they gave you Modern Comfort?
No. Felt like they gave me a discolored fucking gunite pool.
And they just wouldn't take care of it?
No. It's like, just don't try to tell me that's how it's supposed to fucking look. I've looked at pools. They look all nice and uniform in color, and the marble dust coating is nice and sparkly and cool. This thing's all blotchy and fucking like shite.
Why wouldn't they just redo it for you?
Because fucking people are dickheads.
What was his excuse?
Fuckbags. Bruce. Suck it.
What was his excuse?
No, excuse. In order to get an excuse, you'd have to actually get him on the phone.
Oh, you couldn't get him?
Yeah, no. After a while, you don't hear from him no more.
And Keith
just fucking. Yeah, Keith does what Keith can do. He hounded him and pounded him and everything. But unless I want to hire a fucking lawyer and go after the guy,
you should.
And I'm pretty sick of litigation, to tell you the truth. I am so sick of litigating. It's usually against me. But even something like this, I don't want to. What, I want to spend my time in a courtroom getting deposed and doing all kinds of shit.
It won't make it that far.
You know what I'll do? I say fuck it. I get some other guy that knows what he's doing. He's going to resurface the entire inside of the pool with some new stuff. It's like they use this diamond grinding thing and it's smooth like fucking granite, like a granite fucking table. The whole inside of the pool. It's amazing. So I'm having that done, and. Yeah, it's thermite paint, it's called. And, yes, it's very expensive. But you know what? You get what you pay for. 20.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. It'll take me quite a few hours of blackjack.
I think you should, to lose that, take about a half hour. I think you should sue the guy.
Yeah?
Absolutely, for that money.
But then you know what it costs to get a retainer for a lawyer, and then you go after him, and then legal costs. By the time you're done, I could have just had it fixed. You know, I'd love to teach the guy a fucking lesson. Give him a little how do you do? You didn't fuck me over. But, you know, I'm going to sue you. But after a while, it doesn't become monetarily sound. You know what I mean?
I agree. But just get a lawyer that's not that expensive, and you might be able to get him to settle.
Yeah. Well, then
you're in the right.
You don't get terrazzo. That's what it's called. A terrazzo finish. It's fucking beautiful.
Why are you yelling?
Because I'm just angry at this guy. I'm so angry at him.
Was it his company?
Yeah, but then I heard it's like the guy that came over that knows Keith that is going to do this terrazzo for the pool at the end of the season. He said Keith goes, well, come over and see take a look at what they did to the pool. He goes, oh, I know. He goes, everyone knows about that pool. I'm like, oh, great. I have the celebrity fucking shit pool. I have the pool that every pool guy knows about as being the shitty fucking pool.
It's amazing that guy wouldn't fix it. What is your pool? Do you have a
I
photo?
don't even think he could. It looks okay when there's water in it and, the filter and the waterfall's going because you can't really get a good bead on the walls
rippling.
and stuff. Yeah. But when the pool is low level, like on the off season, you could just see it's fucking... The guy that did the gunite and then sprayed on the marble dust and shit like that just did this horrible job where some spots are really white, others are gray, it's all blotchy, and then it's got this crinkle, almost crackle pattern over the whole bottom surface that's not supposed to be there. It's not cracks, but it's like a crackly pattern because they did it in the heat and the sun was beaming. Like they did it, they fucked it up. So I'll get it taken care of. In the meantime, I'm just going to have to, deal with it.
When's your pool opening?
They're there right now doing the chemicals. So hopefully by the weekend, I'll have it fucking blasting heat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I accept.
You're cordially. All right, let's get out of here. Well,